No Joe Budden. No Rory and Ma.
This Parks.
What's happening?
This Parks.
What's happening?
Welcome to episode 317 of the Joe Budden podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, and highly favored host, Joe Budden. Here with a few of my nearest and dearest friends. Maul is here. Parks is here. Rory is here. Erickson is here. Savon is here. Alex the Great is over there. Trey is over there. Rem is here. Somewhere. I want to start this by thanking my higher power for getting me here today. I want to start by also thanking him for getting my friends who I'm blessed to have as co-workers here today. And most importantly, I want to thank him for getting you guys, the listeners, here today. This is one of those difficult times to pod. But we're here and we're going to attempt to get through this together. Yes?
Yeah.
How are y'all feeling? How's everybody doing? I mean,
despite the circumstances.
no,
as well
with the circumstances. Period.
Sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm here.
We are here. We are here to pay tribute, to pay our respect, to memorialize, to commemorate, to honor the legend, the man, the father, the athlete, Kobe Bryant, 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 18-time All-Star. How many gold medals did he win? Two?
Yeah,
Two-time Olympic gold medal winner. The list of accolades goes on and on. Mm-hmm. But we want to start with a rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, to Sarah Chester, Christina Mauser, John Outabelli, Carrie Outabelli, Alyssa Outabelli, and Ara Zobayan. I want to also dedicate this episode to Laker Nation, basketball fans worldwide. Who else worldwide?
Sports fans in general.
Sports fans, period.
Yeah.
I guess.
And their families.
And you know,
and everyone affected by these 9 lives being lost.
Yeah, that's what jumped out the most to me. The family aspect in all of this. But we won't start there. If you have not heard by now, tragic and fatal helicopter crash in Calabasas Sunday morning. I think the time reported was 10:30 a.m. Reports of heavy fog. New details are emerging every second that passes. But I'll start with where I was. I was home chilling, enjoying a peaceful Sunday. I was playing a game of Monopoly. Like, the world was awesome. Everything was great. I might even had a great Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you body the Friday-Saturday combo and then you just chill on the Sunday? That's what was going on with me.
Yeah, same.
Wasn't really so excited about the Grammys.
Same.
So that just wasn't where my focus was. I was just home enjoying friends and family, and then somebody blurted out, "Yo, they saying Kobe died." And instantly I just went into refusal to accept that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even that was intriguing to me. How you just won't accept some shit.
Even as the reports kept coming in, that seemed more and more legit. I was like, nah, TMZ deleted the tweet. See, it was some bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, they said they reporting that Kobe died. I said, who said it? They said baller alert. I said, nope.
No.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Not rolling with that one. I went through the whole TMZ post and delete.
Mm-hmm. It kind of caught like some relief when that happened. I was like, thank God. Thank God TMZ fucked that up.
Yeah.
And then it came back up maybe 10 minutes later.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, it came back up, and the more details that started to come out, like, all of my refusal to accept the situation and what was happening just slowly started going out the window. I first started asking myself, well, why the fuck would It's the Grammys. He's not going to the He's not going to the Grammys.
Yeah.
Where is he flying to? The basketball game was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Then it was like, oh, who was he with? That was one of my first thoughts.
Yeah.
Who was he with on this helicopter? I was praying that it wasn't his entire family. But the news that we got was didn't do any relieving. This was one of the more tragic events, and it hit me. I was fucked up. I'm fucked up now.
Yeah, still
fucked up.
Still
Yeah,
am for sure.
I'm fucked up now. Come on, y'all talk now, damn it.
No, I mean when I got the call, even before I hit all our group chat, I hadn't even seen tweets or anything. I got a call from someone, and when they said, "Did you hear the Kobe news?" Everything in Kobe's life when it came to news related to me has been great news. So
Right.
I'm thinking, oh, what, he bought the Lakers?
He bought Spotify.
Like, yeah. Like, what amazing thing did Kobe just do? He was like, nah, they're saying he's dead. And I was like, similar to what you're saying. Who said it? Like, come on. I'm sick of the internet and their games.
Yeah. Then there's a lot of misinformation that was coming out. I put my phone down, went to the gym, was like, let me just wait for this to unfold a little bit. And it didn't get better.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on East Coast time, so, you know, we wake up at fucking 6 a.m. out
Yeah.
there, and I opened the blinds, and I was like, wow, it's really shitty outside. It's foggy as fuck. I never see LA like this. Like, of course, I'm the one that comes to LA when it doesn't have the good weather, and didn't think anything of it. And then once more reports came, I was like, what's pretty fucking foggy this morning? Like, I couldn't see out my window of my hotel room, and I wasn't but, 30 minutes from Calabasas, maybe less.
Right.
It was eerie to me. Very recently on this podcast, we were talking about how often we use death machines and pay no mind to them being a death machine. And I think in that same conversation, we spoke about doing something that you've done 10 million times and transitioning in that, and the suddenness in that, the amount of calm that you should be experiencing and doing something that you've done a million times. So this is an older pilot.
Yeah.
He's
Someone that's flown
He's
with
not. Yeah,
Said, I think over 20 years of experience.
Yeah, he's not inexperienced.
Yeah.
I guess those are where most of my questions come in, and is.
That's been the hardest part for me.
Yeah,
But when you've done something so many times
Yeah.
and you're so experienced, it's foggy up there, but I think I can
I'm
make
sure
it.
he's flown in fog before.
Yeah, I think I know a air pocket or just a way to travel where we can make it successfully 25 minutes away, 20 minutes away. It wasn't a long trip.
Right.
Yeah. And from my understanding, they've flown with him before. This is a basketball family, all the families that I'm sure have been to this court on that helicopter a million times before. Yeah. So I'm sure it was probably the most routine Sunday ever for them.
Yeah, but that's the part First of all, that's before we even get to I have a theory about just Grammy weekend.
Okay.
Period. It's bad.
You put a lot of
It's bad.
You put a lot of energies, if that's even a word, in the same place.
I never like it.
Yeah.
Something always just shaking happens there. The Whitney death, Chris and Rihanna, muggings, robberies, all the shit that's not reported. Like, nah, it's a big reason I won't go.
Reasonable.
I'm just afraid of all of that. But so they say that. And this was a witness that came out and said the helicopter was flying so low that his house was shaking. So he's on record saying that he looked up and couldn't see the plane when he could hear it.
Yeah.
To speak to how foggy it was up there. And I just can't imagine traveling, nevertheless flying, without being able to see. I've been driving when the road is too dark and the high beams don't necessarily get it done.
They make it
worse.
worse.
Let me tell you.
They make it much worse.
It is it's one of the more frightening things you'll experience. So I can't imagine doing that in the sky, number one. And number two, LA is mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in that area.
I read that They had just cleared a few mountains by 100 feet. So he may have thought he was in the clear and when he couldn't see anymore. And they said that he went low when he probably should have gone high. Mm-hmm. Then he hit a mountain, spiraled, crashed, fire. No survivors immediately. They were able to tell that. No black box on board. Just an iPad. I'm not certain if that has been recovered yet or not. But it's just sad. It's just sad. I had to roll out of bed to get here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been crying for 2 days pretty much.
Yeah, you got to turn the TV off.
Yeah.
I walk in and you got this shit on ESPN, and that's the other part about that. Just last week we were complaining about what the drought that ESPN has to cover on the 2 week build up to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, I'm much rather some Dak Prescott conversations right now.
Yeah.
I'd much rather talk about if Jimmy G can carry the Niners against Mahomes. This just wasn't the news week that I was prepared for.
Yeah. And I mean, what we were talking about off mic before about basketball being so universal to the world and Kobe Bryant arguably being the most popular player in history, you could make a real argument.
Yeah.
And you add that in with one of the more popular sports the world has to offer, not just the United States. Everywhere you go. Like, of course, we've had celebrity deaths where, maybe they were more in our world, our demographic. You're not walking anywhere without a Kobe Bryant conversation of any walk of life that you could find.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not just like turning off the TV. You walk outside, every single person.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, his impact was felt. I just had a conversation with the Asian pizza guy, and he was talking to me about Kobe. The Uber driver was talking to me about Kobe. I saw my kid tweeting about how the kids at college was going through it about Kobe. The one thing that just stuck out in my mind was actually a conversation with Maul that I might have referenced recently, just about how, the athletes viewed Kobe.
Yeah.
And the amount of respect they had for him and the pedestal that they put him on, I think that has been on display here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Across all sports, too.
And especially with the current NBA and their age, I can speak to that, too, because I kind of saw Jordan. I didn't really see Jordan. I was there for Kobe the whole way. Like, right. He means more personally to me because I watched him physically my entire life. Mm-hmm. So this NBA group right now, yeah, of course they'll love Jordan, but Kobe was the guy that they looked up to every time they turned on the TV when they were growing up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did a fucking 20. He did 20. Actually, I had that same thought process, too, when it came to, because, you just got to think about Mike somehow when you talk about Jordan. They brought him up on ESPN a whole bunch of times. I was there for Mike. I saw Mike, but I was a kid.
Same.
I was a kid watching Mike. So, yeah, Mike was getting busy, but I remember a whole house full of uncles amazed at what Mike was doing to the Blazers. Mm. I just remember the whole house being. It was kind of like when Tyson fought Buster Douglas. Like, you was a kid, but you remember your whole house of whoever you was watching that fight. The world stopped. Mm-hmm. So you didn't really have a good grasp, but you knew what was happening. By the time Kobe came, it was like, let me see. Kobe was 41, right? So Kobe. That was kind of my age group. So when I was in high school, there was a big deal that he was leaving high school to go straight to the NBA. Kobe, I saw in high school. Kobe and Vince Carter were probably the two players that I watched fanatically in high school. And I had an affinity for Kobe because I hated school.
He's trying to go right to the league, too.
I hated school, and I kind of wanted to do something else that maybe wasn't traditional. And here was this man being applauded for not being traditional and saying, I hate school too. That's how I internalized it. Right. Of course, I didn't understand the bigger picture there. But so from there, I had a Kobe cape.
Yeah.
And then his first season was kind of rocky and they was calling him whatever they was calling him. I was like, y'all just wait. I still had my cape on. And kind of throughout his career, it was great for me to be able to understand it as an adult. And I wasn't a Laker fan at all. I'm not crying. It's okay.
No, it's cool.
No, everybody turn around.
Well, no, I was gonna jump in because
because
that's me too. Like, I never hated Kobe, but I was always on the opposing side of anything Kobe did.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like
I didn't get to root for the Lakers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I never rooted for him because I was always just on the other side. Even when the Sixers finals, I was 12, and we were in Iverson craze. Right. Everyone in my school had the blue Iverson jersey and probably wore it 3 or 4 times a week.
Hey, internets. So get me the picture of Rory.
Oh, it's on my Instagram.
Blue Iverson jersey.
I'll pull it up now. It's on my Instagram.
Send it over. Send it through, buddy.
We'll take a break and I'll show it to you.
And you had a wave cap on.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did not. It's on my Instagram.
All right, well, I'll Photoshop the wave cap on.
But yeah, even through all that, like, you couldn't not love Kobe even when you weren't rooting for him. Like, you couldn't watch that TV and be like, man, fuck him.
Yeah, I was a Spurs fan for most of that era, so I yelled at the TV about Kobe for a decade. But I mean, it was because he was fucking killing my team every year.
Listen, he didn't go to college. He was dating Moesha.
Fucking fam.
Listen,
name a better prom date.
That sounds funny now. That sounds funny today.
Big deal back
then.
then.
But that was a big deal back then. I was in high school. I thinking got Moesha.
It was a big deal back then for sure.
He was busting ass. Then he was arrogant. He backed it up. Then he fought with Shaq. That's right, Shaq practice, nigga. Right. Just fucking doofy ass to the fucking facility. I just always roll with Kobe, man. And when you hear people speak about his the competitive nature, like, I'm loving all these Kobe stories. Let me tell you that. I'm not here. I did my crying. I'm here to celebrate life.
Yeah.
Please,
no, I'm with you.
Like,
let's Irish wake
We could
this.
easily cry here for 3 hours, but let's.
And if I cry, I cry. But I mean, we're gonna cry telling these great stories because I'm loving them.
Yeah.
The Lou Will story that just took off about
him taking all the sneakers.
Yeah,
I missed that one.
He said, the Lakers just got blown out by Portland after the game. Kobe took everybody Kobe's.
said y'all are too soft to wear these.
But y'all are. Yeah. Hey, and that's the thing. Let me say this too while we're here. Let me look at the camera and say it. Because we probably going through this together. When Nipsey died, we was marathon. Marathon is easy. We keep it going. It's a baton. Easy to emulate. Let's do it. We better be careful with this Mamba mentality shit. I almost got low self-esteem for the past 2 days. Hey, I took a sip of soda earlier and was like, Kobe would never drink this nasty grape Welch's.
That's not Mamba mentality.
No, it's nasty. I'm so not Mamba.
Never.
Y'all better be careful out there. Only one of him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can't even like pretend to be that competitive. No. Even if you tried to emulate it, you would fail.
You could argue all day about the greatest basketball players of all time, but I'm not sure that you can argue a more competitive athlete.
Fuck basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the history of sports, I'm not sure that we've ever seen someone, at least with the skill level, to back up that competitive mentality.
Mm-hmm. Like, I like Kobe telling Mike, man, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Bust your ass if you was younger. I like that.
Another great story I saw was what Spike Lee said. He said, every time Kobe, we'd see each other, he'd greet me and he'd say, yo, Spike, the Knicks suck.
Relax. They do.
Yeah, it's time to...
The video of the Kobe practice when he let him have it and walked off. Mm-hmm. So I got mine, you broke bastards. Y'all, I got rings and money. Fuck all y'all. I'm out.
Word. Why am I working harder than y'all?
Listen. I love all of that. I think one of my favorite stories in this tragedy that was one that Mike Tirico told about Kobe's final game against the Jazz, the 60-point game.
Yeah.
And he said when Kobe went to the line at the end of the game for the 60, the 2 free throws to his 60, he said, and they were showing the footage, he said on the second free throw, when he had 59, and he shot the ball, Gordon Hayward put his foot in the lane.
Before he shot it.
As he shot the ball, he put his foot in the lane and looked at the ref in case he didn't make the free throw because he wanted to give him another shot at 60.
Yeah.
Like, shit like that speaks to that moral statement to me about just how players viewed Kobe. Maul, you speak to it, man. How's this affecting you? You're a Laker fan.
Oh, I mean,
Talk
y'all
to me,
know
man.
I was fucked up. I didn't believe it at first, but then my phone started going off. And
Why don't we believe certain deaths?
Well,
They said Nipsey was shot in the head, and I was like, nope.
Right.
Yeah, I just didn't.
We was all sitting in that
you don't
room
wanna-
looking at it.
Yeah.
No.
I guess you don't want to accept it. Like I didn't want to accept that it was true. And then after speaking to a few people, that it started to settle in. And then, like you said, I was just hoping that it wasn't a family trip, that his entire family wasn't on the helicopter with him. And then once they found out his daughter was on it, that's when it really started to like just like really hurt, and it started to become true. And then speaking to certain guys that was close to Kobe and hearing them break down and, them talking about everything that he did for them behind the scenes that Kobe never wanted to make public and, just conversations that he had with certain individuals. And you just kind of, you realize like all of that is over with and is gone. And it's, he's no longer with us. And the other passengers, like, you just think about how, like I said, life is just fragile. Like everybody that boarded that helicopter had a full day planned. Like they had things that they were ready to go do. They had a Monday plan. They had a whole week plan. They had a summer plan. And you just realize that in a matter of seconds, all of that is gone. And then you start to think about, for me, growing up a Kobe fan, you start to reminisce of, the last 20-something years. And then you start to reflect on your life and where you were when you first got introduced to Kobe and watching him grow and growing with him. Kobe's only 3 years older than me. So I
what I'm
literally
saying.
grew up
When I was
together,
in my
so,
low Caesar mode, like having
Yeah.
problems with it, he bodied it.
Yeah.
Like every time you were just growing and learning, he spoke 5 languages. Oh man, this guy's the fucking man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
was one
that,
of-
it hurts because of that. You start to reminisce on all the years, all the memories, all the moments, and then it just becomes too much and you're like, damn, like in a split second, all of that can be taken away. So that, I mean, for me, like I said, I was fucked up and, I couldn't get out of bed. Everybody, I think everybody, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I couldn't handle just having conversation because everybody know that.
Yo, fam, I got a whole segment on that we won't get into just because it's not the time for it. But I had plans Sunday night,
Yeah.
Right.
and I was ignoring the people that I had the plans with, which I hate when people do that. And then as they were hitting me saying, "Yo, is this a dub? Are you coming?" Like it felt funny for me to say it, but I voice recorded and I said, "Yo, I'm the Kobe passing has me too fucked up to move."
Yeah.
And I didn't want that to come off odd to, you're talking to maybe women or people who just don't really know what Kobe meant to you as like a man.
Yeah.
But like all the men I know was twisted.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, but I do appreciate that. Like a lot of women, a lot of my female friends, they knew how I felt about Kobe and how I still feel about him.
Well, I'm just talking about the chicks that don't know me from a can of paint
Yeah.
that just hit
No, I
you
mean,
and,
but you can't-
and think that your actions have something to do with them.
Yeah, but even in that, I try not to get upset. Like I got text messages and stuff from people that was just talking about stuff that was just totally irrelevant.
Yeah, I get
that I
that.
didn't want it. But you can't because people really don't understand how much an athlete or somebody that you didn't really personally know can affect you.
Well, I get mad when people make anything about them.
Yeah, and that too.
That's what it is. So if you hit me talking about, you're not fucking with me because of this, like fam, the whole world is mourning right now.
Yeah,
Like it ain't about you
not
or
about-
nothing about what you talking about right now.
But I was grateful for those that understood and they just checked up on me and sent messages.
What helped me with the grieving a little bit, and this is just how they say the people that are truly in mourning are just all of us, because the person that has transitioned out of this dimension is all right. It helped me when I looked at grieving as like a very selfish act. Because when I take myself out of it and what Kobe meant to me and the admiration that I had for him, and what I wanted to see, sort of like Shaq spoke to, like wondering who Kobe would ask to bring him out for his Hall of Fame and inductee speech, envisioning them at 70 years old, 80 years old in the old folks' home trading stories. Like I be wanting to see shit like that. That's how I envision it.
Yeah.
But taking me out of it, what a life to live.
Yeah, very full
Like-
life.
Yeah.
For real.
Like, talk about being fulfilled.
I mean, that's
Like
which kind of made that Tracy McGrady thing even eerier of him saying that Kobe once told him that he wanted to die young. He wanted to be immortalized.
I have an issue with that.
How so? Of Tracy saying that?
Yeah.
Fair. And
At the time he said it.
yeah, I can see your case there. And I was thinking maybe he probably said that to Tracy prior to being a family man and having a bunch of kids.
And that's my issue.
Of course, your mentality changes as far as your life when you have kids because you're no longer living for you. But
And
Still
even
interesting
if
to-
it don't, not to cut you off, and even if it don't, and even if that's true and you still want to transition early to be immortalized, no, you're not picturing it with your 13-year-old daughter.
of course not. And I don't think Tracy was trying to suggest that this is what Kobe wanted.
Then shut up.
Yeah, but no. Again, a lot of people are not even. They haven't. Their minds.
They
are
haven't
not
gathered
even,
their thoughts.
And that's why I think people are saying things and doing things, and I'm not putting much stock in it because I know a lot of people, especially someone like Tracy McGrady, who was
His man.
real cool
Yeah.
with Kobe. His head is all in a fog right now, so I don't put much stock into things that people may say or do right now. But I do think that it's very important for us to continue to keep all of the families and personal loved ones like in our prayers, because this as hard as it is for us as just fans and people who loved Kobe and watched him from afar, like I can only imagine what his wife and his other daughters and the other people that were on board, their families, that pain is something that they have to, the whole world is watching. This is playing out in front of the world, and it's really like we're hurting, but they are going through an entirely different type of pain. So we have to continue to pray for them. Like I'm okay, but
Outer Belly had 2 other kids
yeah,
Yeah.
that don't have parents now,
Or a sibling.
Yeah.
or a sibling. Yeah.
Did you guys get a chance to listen to Christina's husband
Yes.
speak?
Yeah.
I thought that was a really powerful interview, and he handled it extremely well, just explaining who his wife was and her legacy. And it kind of, to me, and I didn't want to bring everything back to Kobe the way all the reports kind of have, but it's just who we knew, so naturally that's how we feel.
Sure.
But I just thought the whole story of everyone in that helicopter, I just explained to family. Like, I've always joked that I don't know how to be a great parent with sports because I don't want to hang out with my kids' friends' parents just because I'm antisocial in that way. Like a joke, whatever.
Right.
I'm not Kobe Bryant. The way Kobe had dedicated,
No, you're not Mamba.
not even close.
What's like the weakest snake?
Gardner snake.
Gardner snakes,
Yeah,
they're nice.
maybe a little Gardner.
The way he dedicated
The white
everything to his daughter's basketball life and her friends' basketball lives, and just bringing people in as assistant coaches and like you're not an icon to live such a normal life in that way. I thought spoke like really high things about Kobe in that degree.
And just what he was doing for basketball in general, like with his dedication to women's basketball, WNBA, doing the Mamba camp,
Soccer.
Like
he was all over.
yeah.
And that's where I want to celebrate him.
Yeah.
Because, in all of these different interviews and excerpts you hear him just speaking to never wasting a second, always making the most of your time, always making the most with your day, leaving it all out there. So when you hear 41, it sounds so, it's so young. It's so short-lived.
Yeah.
But not when you are as well-traveled as Kobe Bryant. Not when you are as tenured and experienced, and that was a long 41.
And not when you work as hard as he did. You gotta, like I said, we grew up. Like Kobe's 3 years older. So when I was a freshman in high school, he was the guy that everybody was talking about. Yo, this dude in Philly, he's great to go pro. So you literally watched him grow. So as you watch him grow, you're growing. So you see a lot of similarities. Like, okay, like now you get it. Like with Mike, it was a difference because Mike was already a grown man.
Yeah.
So it was a difference. It was like you were kind of looking at Mike like, but with Kobe,
And Mike hit all his dirt.
right. But with Kobe, you're looking at it like,
What, Parks? One day,
Not that
y'all
time
will-
or place.
No, we're not doing that right now. We're not doing that right
That's
now.
all.
And we shouldn't.
But
Yeah.
that's important
Yeah.
yeah, well,
I agree.
because Kobe had to
that's true.
face that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
did.
agree.
Like what Mike had to face is different from what Kobe had to face, which is
Absolutely.
different from what LeBron has to face.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through things differently. But the thing is, you realize putting an 18-year-old kid in that environment in Los Angeles,
Right.
Yeah,
like
that's
we know
wild.
what that does now. Like
I know what it does to 30-year-olds that are broke.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So you didn't look at it like that then. So to know that he came through all of that and was the man that he is, and it's just it's amazing.
Here's something else that gave me a nice laugh in my time of need. In my bed, just crying up a storm, watching ESPN with all this Kobe stuff, right? And fucking the Aaron Hernandez quarterback popped up in my head.
Why?
Fam, we would smack the shit out of Smush Parker if he popped up right now talking about some yo, man. Yo, we would kill Kwame Brown if he popped up and wanted to share some secret Kobe stories. Right? Like, shut up.
Yo. And speaking of Kwame Brown and laughs in the middle of all this nonsense.
If Kobe wanted to kill Kwame Brown.
They put it
And Mike. Everyone wanted to kill Kwame Brown.
They put the date up of whatever game it was, and it said, and a picture of Kwame Brown and Kobe. It said Kwame Brown and Kobe combined for 62
Yeah.
points on this day. Kobe had 61. Kwame had 1 point.
Yeah. Do y'all think that they should change the NBA logo? I'll ask y'all that.
Yes.
I think there's other ways to
The only
honor
reason,
Kobe
The
in a
only
better
reason
way.
I'm not mad at that is because this is something that's been talked about for years. They've been talking about trying to change the logo for years. I just don't like people. This just happened. Like we just lost Kobe and his daughter and his friends on that flight. Like just 2-3 days ago. Let's just let things just take their time. We don't have to jump right into that. Like, just let things take their time. Let the families mourn. Let them have their services. Let them have their time. Then we could start talking about this discussion later down the line. I do feel like every game should have been canceled that day, though.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Watching
Totally
those
agree.
players try to take the floor crying, and that was just too much.
Yeah, but it was one of them afternoon games. What was that? Houston, Denver. It was an afternoon game where they were on the court in the layup line when they found out.
Yeah.
That game I can understand it not being canceled.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
Yeah.
they should have went. I'm really glad that they postponed the Laker Clipper game.
Oh, I knew that was happening. There
But
was
why
no-
you ain't
there-
say in the group chat when I was trying to
I
rush on to
wasn't-
see it?
I wasn't
Well,
looking
you
at
wasn't
my
even talking
phone.
about
Yeah,
it.
I
You wasn't even in
yeah.
the group chat.
Yeah, but I knew that game wasn't happening. There's no way that the Lake organization would have been able to. That I knew that wasn't happening.
Y'all like all the tributes, the 8 and 24-second violations?
Oh, that was
Definitely.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I liked it a lot.
That was beautiful.
I loved what UConn did for Gigi.
Yeah, that was
Fucking
beautiful.
I like what Dallas did with retiring the jersey numbers.
Yeah,
I like
Mark
what
Cuban.
I'm-
Salute to Mark Cuban for that.
I like what I'm hearing about all the players kind of informally retiring the numbers 8 and 24. Like, y'all don't have to wait for the NBA.
Yeah, y'all can just not
y'all
want
can
to choose to
not
wear it.
wear it.
Yeah.
Well, that speaks to again most of the players in the NBA today grew up
On
fans
Kobe.
of Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and that's why you can see that impact, and a lot of these. But it was the really sad part was hearing from the players that never met him, and like they was like, yo, he never. I just seen him like in the hallway, but he never spoke to me. Like But I was like, damn, that's my idol. And
Get
it's
your game
like,
up.
no, I agree. But it was just dope to hear them, just speak about how much just seeing him, like in person, meant to them. Like that, to me, that was like, it's just good. Like the players now in today's NBA, the respect that they gave and they showed for Kobe was really good to see.
I agree with you. I think the conversation about the NBA logo change is entirely too soon.
Way too soon.
Number one. But if
I agree though.
But if
way
I'm
too
forced
soon.
to think about it, I agree, but only for business reasons. Like I thought that they should have changed the logo to Jordan's Jumpman long ago. Until I heard through the grapevine that they can't.
They can't.
No, that's
because
and all that shit.
they're not letting us too much involved,
And then
too,
they was
too
talking
much
about
money, too
change it
much
to the
business.
fadeaway and things like that. Like I said, this has been in talks for at least
And
9 years.
And that's going to be the same. That's going to be the same case with LeBron, by the way. Like whatever LeBron's iconic logo is, he's charging you for it.
As he should.
You're not just going to use it. I like the Jerry West play in Kobe's career, so it makes sense.
Very supportive.
It makes sense there. He drafted Kobe, traded for Kobe.
I just read something. I don't know how true it is, but they just said that Jerry West came out and it was like he absolutely does not want to be the logo anymore.
Really?
Jerry West has not wanted to be the logo for a long time now.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He don't care.
Well, also,
Well, he don't care versus he doesn't want to is a big difference.
is there any sport where a player is the logo?
No, that's the only one.
A specific player?
Man, who was the logo
Well, I don't know
before
who the
Jerry
baseball.
West?
I don't think. That's
I don't think that's
specific
I don't think
person.
that's yeah.
Well, what's the NFL logo?
Just
The
little
NFL,
shield shit.
yeah.
CT?
It should be.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, man, we still got to play the game.
that was-
Yeah, no. We still got a
We
pause.
didn't cancel the
That
game.
was a good shot. That was a good shot.
Yeah, too soon. Too soon for the logo change stuff.
Yeah.
Did anybody feel a way about TMZ's reporting of this?
I didn't hear any reports of this. Once I found out it was true, I just turned everything off.
So there was a. They were saying that TMZ got the news and broadcast it before telling his family.
Yeah, before the police were able to contact.
Well, that's the
And if that's the case, how do we feel about that?
it's
It's disgusting.
it's classless.
It is.
It's not, I mean, but again, y'all
It-
know
it-
that this
it
is
should-
the era we're in.
it should be
Everybody
illegal.
wants to be the first to report something.
Oh yeah.
It
That's just where we
it
at
should
now.
literally be illegal.
Yo, there was a
Like,
lot of that too. Boy, was y'all freestyling who was on that helicopter.
Oh my god. Everyone was on
That was so hurtful. I had to put the phone down.
That's
cut
why
the
I'm saying I
TV
cut,
off.
Yeah.
I cut everything off.
Because
I
y'all
didn't
wilding.
It was
y'all
like-
killed Rick Fox.
like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
I love Rick Fox.
Yeah, no, that was too much. It was just too much. People trying to report, be the first. It was just way too much.
And it was credible news outlets doing it. That was the
Yeah.
frustrating part. Like, why is ABC reporting all this misinformation?
because they
Just chill.
They care about traffic, not the truth.
I don't like them reporting on our traumas. I don't.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't like TMZ, but I get it. I get the game.
Yeah.
I get it, and I am appreciative that somebody lets us know when something happened to our heroes. But it's just a certain callousness to me about it. That's how I read it. Like, I feel like one of ours would have maybe prepared us a little bit. Like, don't breaking news this to me.
They were doing their job, but there has to be a way that they could have been a little bit more considerate to the families. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Should
like-
absolutely, the family should absolutely be. They should be
They should be a
notified
priority.
first before any media outlet reports anything.
Well, the LA chief,
should- it
the
should
LA
be
chief
the
shitted on
rules.
they shitted on TMZ and said
Yeah.
totally unacceptable that y'all are breaking news before we have had time to alert the family.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's how the family found out, but in a worst case scenario, boy, I'd hate to be scrolling my phone and see that my loved one, my
Yeah.
nah. Boy, my heart goes out to the families of everybody that was on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the pain. Like, yeah, this hit me as a fan of sports. Second, this hit me as a parent first. like it's all of our worst fear is being in that moment with your child. Shit, I was on my way over here with my kid looking up every second like, nope, fuck that. Wrong day for a crash, buddy. How you live is how you die, though. That's what else helped me with this tragic time. How you live is how you die. So how I picture it up there, I picture Kobe being the fearless leader that he's always been.
Sure.
I picture him attempting to troubleshoot the entire situation and calm everyone on board like I've always known him to do. I picture him grabbing his daughter and clutching her and saying, "This is going to be all right." That's just how I picture it up there. And I have no reason to believe that it didn't occur that way. I've watched this man move that way for X amount of years.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're a leader, you lead in every situation.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. I can't wait to see if they find that iPad and see if there's any helpful information on there. They say that the crash scene was too dangerous for people to even go and search immediately after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But they went back. They say they found everybody. It's just nothing else to say, man. It's nothing else to say. Not the way I wanted to start a pod. And I miss him.
Yeah.
And I miss him. Like Kobe was, I just seen Kobe at Puff's party. And was hype about it.
Of course.
Like in a room full of celebrities, in a room full of multimillionaires and billionaires, some of them, in a room full of people that got to put on all the jewelry in the world in hopes of being noticed by somebody, Kobe stood out like a sore thumb.
That's Kobe.
It's Kobe.
And
I'm sure everyone around goes, "Yo, you saw Kobe?"
And I looked,
Right.
and I looked over there, and see, it's just a different level of respect. I looked over there and had so much respect that I said, "I'm not walking over there."
Yeah. One of those.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I'm not
what I'm
even
saying?
gonna play myself.
Man, let Kobe rock, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I can't imagine what Vanessa's going through. I can't imagine what any of the family members of all the people on board are going through. It's my worst nightmare, and y'all are in my prayers.
Yeah.
Heavily.
Same.
Heavily. Yeah, it's final, man. Rory's definitely the white Gardner.
The white Gardner?
Gotta be the white Gardner snake now.
Yeah. Congrats on the new nickname.
Nah,
The white Gardner.
No,
You know what's so kind of funny?
No,
Shit sound kind of harsh.
The white Gardner.
The white Gardner.
Because there's so many white Gardners. That
Word.
Just take care of your lawn.
I think there's only white Gardner.
Boy, I ain't got lawn in the Bronx.
That's
Yes, they do. What? Dick.
No, they all the lawn is in Queens. Shut up.
We got a zoo. We got everything.
We have a zoo.
We got a zoo.
Yo,
There's not even grass at the Bronx Zoo.
it is grass at the Bronx.
got
Don't
a
do
zoo.
that.
Nah, it's dirt.
Hey, y'all tourists go up to that zoo and
Yankee
get robbed
Stadium.
if you want.
There's grass at Yankee Stadium.
Y'all got the Bronx Zoo, the Yankee Stadium,
Yeah.
and the Joker Steps.
Yeah. What else? What else? Keep going. We got some more shit.
Y'all got
Hip-hop.
what's that spot right there on Kingsbridge with the good
Hip-hop?
rice and beans?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's
We
a
the
few
home
of
of the
those
rice and
out
beans.
there.
Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Where does Bronx rank in the boroughs? I mean, we can do that later.
Number one.
No, you're not. What the
Name
fuck is?
them. Name them.
Y'all white. Y'all
I love the Bronx.
Y'all
Name
gonna let him
them.
say this?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Queens first because I'm out here, but Bronx is number 2 for me.
The Bronx.
The only
My parents met in the Bronx,
invented
so I have
hip-hop,
to say that.
they
His
say
parents met in the
My
Bronx.
parents
See?
met in the Bronx. I wouldn't be here without the Bronx.
See?
y'all invented hip-hop.
None of us
The
would be
Bronx
here
just
without
gets
the
a
Bronx.
bad. Like, I think social media gave the Bronx a bad.
Y'all
name.
not number
It did.
one.
It
man.
did.
It did,
Y'all not
definitely
You're
did.
not number one.
We are, man. I'm telling you.
Where's Manhattan for you?
Last.
Wait. Which part of man? Harlem?
That counts.
Harlem is number 2.
Quiet as kept. I've had some fun in
Where's-
Staten Island before I'd rank
where's-
Manhattan up there.
Where's no bro?
No, bro.
What is it?
No, bro.
No ho.
I'm never calling
It's no ho.
Bronx.
I can't think of a spot in the Bronx that's no hoes.
Yeah, no.
All right, so listen, man. Yo, it wasn't until
That was funny, Rory.
that was funny.
That was very funny.
Yo, meeting Bronx hoes is funny too.
Nah, they're great, man.
I could do a whole podcast on meeting Bronx hoes.
See, the
great.
Bronx, we just get a bad rep, man. We do. I'm telling you, the Bronx is great.
There's some nice ladies in the Bronx.
Absolutely.
Some great ones.
Great Dominican and Puerto Rican
Bro,
princesses and queens.
look at you, lusty kings.
Nah, because the Bronx one of those
Y'all so
underrated
lusty.
women boroughs that,
Nah, it definitely is.
that I don't think people talk about.
Oh, a girl was trying to console me when Kobe died. Get off me.
She wasn't from the Bronx, was she?
I'm like, yo, fam, I can't wait till you leave so I can cry.
And like really get my feelings out.
Yeah, you want an ugly cry?
Yeah. I'm trying to get into my bag. You hear
I
that?
can't wait to go home tonight and cry like Cuba Gooding when he walked in Shorty crib.
Started
Yes, yes.
I gotta
hair
get that
swinging.
out. I gotta get one of those out.
Yeah. Chick all rubbing my back like, yo, I know what he meant to you. No, you don't. No, you don't.
You know, they never will.
Listen, so Kobe dies, Kobe passes, Kobe transitions, and there's a new virus immediately, as soon as the mamba leaves us.
He was protecting us the whole time.
Yeah, man. Now this
We have no
coronavirus you got to deal with.
I can't drink Coronas no more.
Nope.
I'm
Nope.
fucked. I've drank mad Coronas.
What y'all gonna do?
Just different beers.
Yeah, I got Heineken, I guess.
It's a new virus. They'll create some shit to kill us. They don't give a fuck about us. They just gonna keep freestyling shit. What happened to that shit that came in the mail?
Anthrax.
Yeah, that came through. That was Amazon.
Hey, you pulling up?
That was Amazon. Kobe
Nah, you
gone.
doing it for Kobe
Yeah,
now? Nah.
I'm shooting every time. Every time y'all give it to me, I'm just going.
Word.
Nah, you taking 24 shots
That's a
tonight.
fact. That's a fact.
Don't go to your mailbox. All right, so we got the coronavirus, and
The anthrax shit was a
That was
crock,
some
a
bullshit.
crock of
Fam.
shit.
It really was.
Sam, that was the biggest crock of shit we ever
As,
saw.
as if the lines at the post office weren't long enough.
Right.
There was one more of those anthraxy ones they came out with back
SARS.
then.
SARS was a big one.
SARS.
Yeah. SARS is out here.
Should sound like an Atari game. SARS.
A good one too.
Fuck out of here. I don't know if y'all have kept up with the impeachment hearings. I haven't.
I haven't as much as I would like to.
There's nothing to keep up with. He did it. Like all
And
of
they're
the,
not going to do shit about it.
all of the top officials have come out. I'm only bringing this up. This is going to be a 2-minute story. John Bolton, Trump's former national security advisor, has come forward to say, yo, all that shit y'all saying he did, I was there. He used me to do it. What the fuck are we? What is the trial about?
Right.
Yo, I was the person sent there to say, hey, Ukraine, I'm going to hold up this $319 million until y'all investigate the Bidens and everybody else I tell y'all investigate. The end.
Yeah.
This country's a...
You see, you just passed some shit where immigrants are not going to be allowed to emigrate if they look like a potential. They may potentially
Immigrant?
need government.
If they-
like-
yeah.
if they look like an immigrant.
Like not a white
No, if
person.
they may potentially need financial aid at some point.
How
So
do you know
so
somebody
every
by
immigrant
looking at
ever
somebody,
period
you know if
that's
they
come
need
to the
financial
United
aid?
States.
Right. The whole we take your weak, your poor, your all
Yeah.
that.
So like the United States,
Right.
how it was created.
How everyone got here.
This shit is crazy, man.
Well, not everyone.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
All right, the Grammys. The Grammys happened Sunday.
They did.
I didn't watch
watched.
because I don't care.
I did not.
I don't care. It's nasty.
I caught the highlights.
The
so
older I get,
I'm
the nastier it is.
somewhat versed in it.
filthy.
One big corporate commercial pushing your agendas for whoever you make the most money off of, and you make them wear little stupid outfits, and that's the end.
I did see Ariana Grande's performance. Though.
I bet you did.
She sounds great.
Bet
live.
you did.
No,
King.
she can
She can sing.
Yeah, her voice is. I don't want to compare.
This
to
was like
nobody, but
this was an unexpected cape.
Word.
No.
I was not
I mean, I
expecting.
did catch Ariana give it up to him.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the more recap on Ariana.
No, because I honestly,
Maul has so
She
much
looks like she could be
mystique.
from like Morris Park or something like that. Though.
for sure she could be from the Bronx. But I just, you know what it is? Every time I see her, I'm like, all right, she's gonna stumble. She's gonna stumble tonight.
That's
I've never heard her sound bad. Like, never ever have I heard her sing live and sound bad. Like, and you hear a lot of the great artists when sometimes they have an off night.
Yeah.
Never heard Ariana Grande have an off night.
No, she can sing.
Yo, what's up with you, man? What y'all doing?
Demi Lovato
Ariana?
chick, you see her shit too?
No, I
she
didn't
killed
see her
too.
perform.
She can sing.
Yeah, Ariana's dope though.
Yeah, but short people and fat people can sing.
Not all. Not all.
I'm trying to run through
Yeah,
if I can agree with this theory or not. Fat people can sing for sure. That's
I
a
know
fact.
some short and fat
Nah,
people that cannot sing.
No, we're talking about two separate things. Just fat and then just short.
I know.
You're trying to put them together. We're
No,
not
no.
saying that
I said I know
combo.
fat people and short people that cannot sing at all, and we're trying to sing.
I don't believe it.
What? I went to a performing arts school. Trust me. There was some girls in my school. I was like, yeah, you ain't gonna make it.
You still pull that? You still pull that out the bag?
No, but I did. I studied music.
I didn't think them all would still pull that one out the bag.
it's in his
I
repertoire.
went to performing arts school.
It's a thing. Like, I studied
You're a
music.
drug
It
dealer.
worked. He's performing right now.
Yeah, I
is
studied
art.
music. What do you want me to do?
Maul has definitely said to a chick, "Yo, you ever seen Fame?" I went to that high school.
First of all, I didn't go
You
to
want to
that
live
high school.
forever?
You went to LaGuardia.
I did not go to LaGuardia.
No, I see what you're doing. Drugs is art.
It is.
That's
It is that
Yeah.
too. I don't know what you're talking
It's a
about.
culinary. It's a culinary art to some degree too.
culinary.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, it's culinary for sure. I don't know what y'all talking about, but yeah.
Back to the Grammys that I didn't see, so I don't have much to analyze.
Told you Billie Eilish is gonna win all that shit.
Yeah, she cleaned up.
They won
She
everything.
cleaned up. I thought Lizzo was gonna clean up, but yeah, Billie Eilish.
Lizzo won.
Why they can't
several.
never dress like them when they clean up? Like, why she was dressed like Pun?
That's how she dresses though.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah,
She
that
does.
is her style.
Shut up.
That's how she dresses.
Maybe not the Gucci all the way down, but that's her, like the baggy shit is her style.
Y'all caping.
Whatever.
That's her style. I'm not
Y'all
keeping.
caping for Billie
don't
Eilish.
know
what she's
and
wearing.
Ariana Grande.
I don't have any music.
You're
of
just
hers on
mad
my
because she
phone.
stole your frock shit.
Did you?
Yeah, she was frocked out.
No, nobody wants to say all these people with money is stealing Joe's frock style. But y'all giving them props for it
She didn't
and
have
clowning
one.
me for it on Instagram. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
no, that's
a
accurate.
little flowy.
That's not a
Yeah.
frock though. That's just
That's cool.
Nah, she had a
What's
different-
wrong with
she
that
had-
outfit?
she
Nah,
big
I've
clothes.
That shit is hard. What do
I've been doing the flowy sleeves.
flowy sleeve.
No, you were just wearing triple XO white tees. They
And
weren't flowy.
They were flowing.
Them shits is flowing.
They were flowing. All right, since Parks and Rory
That
are the-
Gucci shit is hard. I don't know what you're talking about. Not that one, the white one. Go back to that screen,
Don't we?
man.
Don't,
I don't care.
Yeah, you hating. That's
don't-
tough. You wear that now.
I don't care about this girl.
no, she's
You're not
talented.
fucking with Billie Eilish? She is
talented.
talented.
No, I just don't care is all
Okay.
I'm saying.
That's fair.
She could be super talented and she could
She
be
is.
making the best music ever. I don't know, so I can't comment because I don't care. All the people that they put on the Grammy screen to try to force me to care about, I don't. That's me.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm with you. to
They
some
very
degree.
rarely put people on there that I care about, and when they do, it's only to tease and promote so they can make me watch somebody I don't give a fuck about.
I was happy to hear that. Shout out to PJ Morton. I was happy to hear that him and JoJo, their R&B record, won.
Yeah, I was happy to see that too.
That was dope. I was happy.
Did they win?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they got one.
congratulations.
I think they were nominated twice.
Was it
But
a
I know they got
televised
one.
award or what?
Of course not. Oh, it was?
I think it was
I
televised.
don't think it was.
Well,
I
they
don't
might
remember seeing
have filmed it because they film everything, but I don't know if it was on TV.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I saw him giving
Yeah.
an acceptance speech on
Cause
that.
just 'cause-
Lucky they ain't win nothing.
Not that I saw. No, when I went through it the next day.
Fucking crooked Grammy board.
I mean, I know they did the Nip tribute, which was great, but I would have liked them to televise his award actually during the full Grammys. But
I think he won 2, didn't he? Yeah, he won the Khaled record, and
then the Roddy Ricch
correct.
and him record.
Correct.
J. Cole got one off the 21 Savage feature, right?
Correct. So 21 also got one.
I saw somebody on Twitter say, all that talk about no features.
He was featured.
Hey,
He was the feature.
quiet with all that no feature talk, man. Take this Grammy from the feature.
Yeah.
Tyler won. That was big. I loved his acceptance speech too.
There we go. Let's pull it up.
Yeah.
Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. That's back to our pop conversation.
Yeah, it was funny because
is.
we were having that conversation of how much we liked that album, but we didn't understand why it was in Best Rap Album. Not mad that he would get a Grammy from it, but kind of what he was saying. I didn't make a rap album.
Yeah, I re-listened it maybe on the way back. Right after we had that conversation, I re-listened because everyone yelled at me and said it was a rap album. There was like 6 raps on the whole album, I think.
That's not a rap album, and that's not a bad thing. It's okay to say it's not a rap album.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a phenomenal album, and there's phenomenal rap albums. Why do we have to say that this is a rap album?
Right.
Answer it.
I don't have the answer.
Rory, you answer.
What do you want me to answer? I just said it's not a rap album.
Oh, I was going to say answer. Why do they say it's a rap album?
Because they're racist.
Because Tyler is a black guy that has made rap before.
Yeah.
So, God forbid he would make another type of genre.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pull up this clip. Let's hear what Tyler had to say.
I got it right here. But yeah, even with all the genres, lines kind of being blurred, it's still not a rap album.
Agreed. Still happy he won, though.
I'm ecstatic. It was my favorite album of last year.
Mine too, I think.
I feel him on
Bad Bunny.
the backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
I feel him.
Here, I'll play the clip.
One side, I'm very grateful that what I made could just be, acknowledged in a world like this. But also, it sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending or that's anything, they always put it in a rap or urban category, which is, and I don't like that urban word. It's just a politically correct way to say the N-word to me. So when I hear that, I'm just like, why can't we just be in pop? Why can't it just, you know what I mean? So I felt like half of me feels like the rap nomination was a backhanded compliment. Like, my little cousin wants to play the game. Let's give him the unplugged controller so he could shut up and feel good about it. That's what it felt like a bit. But another half of me is very grateful that the art that I make can be acknowledged on a level like this when I don't do the radio stuff. I'm not played in Target. I'm in a whole different world than what a lot of people here listen to. So I'm grateful and like,
I know that I have apologized publicly for my Tyler, the Creator hate. But in case I am wrong on it, I want to apologize. Sometimes you hate people because you hate yourself, man.
Okay.
I mean, that's really just all it was. And you got to be careful of that because you'll end up hating somebody that's fighting the same fight as you, that stands for the same things as you, that represents the same things that you do and goes about it just as abrasive as you do.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Some of your hate was from personal, like, being in a
just
closer comfort. Yeah.
Just the elevator ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. But which when we were having that convo, that's why I was saying to you, I said, he's you. Yeah. He channels it differently, but he's also young and a kid, so it's not going to come across the right way, but his intentions, if you look, are on the same shit that you're trying to do.
And listen,
Tyler's
we got to identify.
No, he was a kid. He was a kid when he was in the elevator with him.
Oh.
And like the early Odd Future stuff.
A younger man.
Yeah.
He was like 19 or something at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, like, that's a kid.
Yeah, that's a kid.
So yeah, his actions came off abrasive and maybe not as focused, but they were still living that as Odd Future in that independent world and saying fuck the establishment at that time. They were just doing it in a kid way, which came off sometimes annoying the way kids do.
I am positive.
Oh no, I was into it, but I see why people would be.
Sure.
I am positive that I have annoyed people in an elevator.
I know I have.
You've annoyed me in an elevator.
Like I try to do it. My mom still tells a story to this day about me being like 4 years old and she took me to work and we got in the elevator and crowded elevator in the morning, everybody going to work, and the elevator went up and I said, as a 4-year-old, I said, when the elevator goes up, my penis goes up.
And you haven't changed.
I was gonna say, there's been no growth since 4 to 40.
Why would somebody say that in an elevator as a 4-year-old? But I mean, think about it. Everything goes up in an elevator.
No, everything doesn't go up.
I wasn't even doing the double entendre.
I know.
All right, forget it, man.
It makes your Surface tweet this weekend make a lot more sense too.
Yeah, I wish they stopped doing that.
I know. I agree with you.
I really wish.
I'm not gonna even say what it was.
Yo, it don't matter. They dug up some old fucking tweets when at the time there were like tweet topics. and you would stick to the topic, and you would just go ham on the topic.
Or you're just horny.
And that topic was, yo, I'm so horny.
That's what we was on that day.
And I killed it. And now here y'all go, 8 years later. Hate when y'all do that shit.
Yeah.
Back
when was
to
the last
Tyler.
time y'all played corners in an elevator?
Corner, that was a y'all game, corners.
Oh, y'all didn't do corners?
We played corners.
No, I play hide and go get it.
No.
King.
In the elevator?
Yes.
I don't know if that's an edit point.
Found you.
I don't know if this is an edit point.
You mine.
Yo, hide and go get it in the elevator is the sickest game ever invented, man.
You ever play hide and go get it and you found somebody, they told you they wasn't playing, it didn't matter? nah, I found you. The fuck is you talking about?
I'm not hiding. I'm right in front of you.
Oh, man.
Back to Tyler, the creator, man. I loved what he had to say. I agree with everything that he had to say, man. Why didn't you treat us like niggas?
Duh. They've been doing that.
This is why Puff speech is important to me.
Why?
We'll give them backstory on Puff's speech.
Well, Puff received the Icon Award, and he went up there and told them that, no, y'all work for us. Y'all work for us. Nothing gets popping without us, and y'all are public servants for us. The end. Like, and we have to switch that. We have to switch that thinking. If you're not clear in that and you don't stand firm in that, you will be, and you're insecure in the art, you'll be tricked into thinking the people that are just supposed to critique and praise and whatever are in control of shit.
Right.
I got
No.
Fact.
I got some of his speech here.
Labels, too.
All of them.
Yeah.
Labels, whatever institution you want to name. If you're not firm in your art, yeah, you might be feeling a little shaky. You might be putting too much of it on them. Man, fuck the Grammys.
Agree.
And that's why. Because they treat us like second-class citizens. And none of us, our people, ever get up there and say it because we be so happy to fucking be there. Why? You can't even eat in there. 4 hours of me sitting there fucking starving. They don't even have a good concession stand or food truck or nothing out there for when you get out of the Grammys. I know that sounds ghetto when you think about the Grammys, but when niggas is hungry, no, put something out there. No, that's why Puff's speech is important.
Or even liquor.
That's why
Sober shit in there.
That's why Tyler's speech was important. That's why you need the people that's not just gonna fall in line and just nah. Yeah, I was really appreciative that Tyler got up there and said that as a winner.
Yeah.
I have to point that out.
Yeah.
The winning changes the how I view this. It changes the optics of it. Plenty of losers have gone on this same rant about the Grammys not being for us and it being some discrimination and it's not fair
and which to some degree they are always correct, but it comes off differently when you lose than when you win.
Yeah. I appreciate Tyler. I thank him. I congratulate him. Phenomenal album. Great album. Great body of work.
Definitely well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
He should have been in the album of the year category, though.
Without question.
Yeah.
Without a fucking question.
What were the albums in that category?
Billie Eilish,
Lizzo.
Vampire Weekend.
You guys
Billie
are talking at
Eilish.
once. I can't hear you.
Billie Eilish,
Billie
Lizzo,
Eilish.
Vampire Weekend.
Billie Eilish.
Did Lizzo win anything?
She won a
Yeah.
I
couple.
think she won 2 or 3.
They're gonna make sure Lizzo wins something.
Yeah.
Did anybody win something besides Lizzo and Billie Eilish?
No.
Got it.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't watch the Grammys.
Well, there was still the Nip tribute, which we didn't get to yet.
Yeah, there was.
I watched that the next day.
Yeah, Nip. Well, they gave Nip and Roddy Ricch the.
And Khaled, John
yeah.
Legend.
We
and
know what they
Nipsey.
did. Who wants to give us some analysis?
I mean, it's not much analysis. It was a really good tribute. I like them adding in a new song with Roddy and Meek, dedication to Nip. I thought Meek's lyrics were handled really well too, as far as a tribute song goes.
I love that they put Kobe in the background as well.
Yeah,
Last minute addition there, obviously.
yeah. No, it was a really good tribute from people that I know really love Nip, so it would be handled correctly.
I know that we're not supposed to say anything bad about tributes.
No, we have. We definitely have.
And I'm about to.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, go ahead.
Let me get my shit off. Let me cook. Man. Chill, white Gardner. Listen, I know that we are not, you guys. I know we're not supposed to talk bad about tributes, right?
I know that Prince one got your goat.
And listen, it's 2020, so I'm doing this thing where I'm trying not to speak negatively about people and things, and even when I speak negatively, I try to do it in a positive manner.
Okay.
So let me start with Usher is indeed a generational talent.
Okay. I'm glad we're on the Prince one. I thought you were about to talk about the Nipsey one.
Usher, I have an immense respect for and has been nothing but kind and gentlemanlike anytime I have ever seen him. I have no reason to say anything negative about Usher as a person and about Usher as an artist.
But with all that said,
However, how did Usher get picked to do the Prince tribute?
I'm not really sure about that one.
None of us are.
Yeah.
Again,
None of us are.
They said
love
FKA
Usher.
Twigs would be there. I didn't know she was just going to be on the pole dancing. She's like she's funky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought she was going to sing.
Love Usher, but I've never listened to any Usher music and went, I can feel the Prince influence.
Yeah.
He would be great for the tribute.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with anything that he did during this tribute.
No,
No.
he just wasn't the
It
one
was
for
safe.
it.
It was
Just wasn't
safe.
the one for it.
I'm almost willing to bet he has an album coming.
Well, he does.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he does.
He told us.
No, they've been leaking
Confessions
bunch
too.
of little-
He been leaking records, snippets.
Oh, well, there you
that
go.
one snippet, that last snippet he leaked when he was in the studio with Jay-Z.
Was really good.
No, that needs to come.
That was really good.
That needs to come.
But that's what it is.
But more no. At what point is the entertainment industry ever going to put the art before its agenda?
Never.
Probably, yeah. Probably never.
Well, I probably will not be alive to see it. But, I mean, we have to be clear when that's happening. And this is one of those moments. Y'all got Sheila E., Twigs, Usher.
I wish there was some way for the artists to either take control of the Grammys or do their own Grammys without label influence.
That'd be awesome.
Like, it seems like that would be an easy solution to. I'm not saying it would correct everything, but if you didn't have so many buddy friend label people controlling the Grammys and it was artists and producers instead, writers, songwriters, I think it would go a long way.
I think it would just have
That's
to
the Roc
happen.
Nation brunch.
Not to be funny, it would have to start with the elite entertainers coming together.
Yeah.
You're right.
You know, the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z's, the Puffs, the Rihannas.
But the elite entertainers can bring together the elite entertainers.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying they need to come together and form some type of ceremony or award show that honors music because when you put those type of people at the helm,
Yeah.
they know to bring in what people from what sound, what genre of music, because like I say, it's all black music anyway.
Right.
But when you recognize like, oh, this writer, this producer, this engineer, this vocalist, and you do it from a standpoint of, okay, these are people that have either worked directly with them on projects or have been fans of their music. Even bringing in people like Smokey Robinson, letting them sit on the board. People that have been around that have written music, Lionel Richie, and just letting them come together and say, okay, this is who we think are the elite and that deserving this. And out of the product that was put out this year,
Right.
this is who deserves this award for this, for that, for this or that. And then, I mean, I think at that point it becomes more fair. But when you put people in a room that, you know, have never really...
Never made a record.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's like, okay, what are y'all basing this off of?
Yeah, that's like if the people that was judging the dunk contest couldn't dunk.
Yeah.
Right.
Or, yeah, never competed.
That's,
It's like,
that's
you don't-
exactly what it is.
Yeah, like how can you sit here and tell us what's hot?
Nah, it don't be that until they get to Tracy Morgan. It'd be Kareem, Dominique, then Tracy. You'd be like,
yeah.
what the fuck is Tracy? You can't clap the tap back, boy.
It's Tracy.
No. If Tracy Morgan is judging my dunk, I'm gonna have a hard time.
Well, see, I don't have a problem with Tracy Morgan as much, even though that would be wrong. This is all hypothetical, obviously. But in the Grammys, the way it works, or at least seems to work, is that it's Jerry West and, you know, the buses or whatever making all the decisions instead of players. That's the analogy.
Yeah. Let the artist make the decision.
Like I'd be okay with like a little bit of fan input.
I'm not okay with Usher doing a Prince tribute sounding like Michael Jackson. You doing records that are of soul and funk.
But Joe, I think
And
your
you
thing
up
is you
this-
want people to sound like or perform like Prince.
That's no.
Or something close to it.
Wait, to take us back to our Summer Walker argument that we will never have again here. No one will ever sound like Prince. I get Miguel is close. Who's the girl in the tuxedo?
Janelle Monáe.
Janelle
She would have been
Monáe
good because she at least
has that Prince spirit.
They fucked with each other. They made music together.
I'm not just rolling with
Forever,
that. They
yeah.
say Prince loved Lizzo, and I'm not buying it.
Well, no, he said he was going to produce. She was in a band or
That's
something.
before she got doofy.
Maybe so. I don't know.
Before she got doofy. I'm not.
okay.
What I'm saying is, fuck his voice. Just his movements, his air, his aura, his ambiance, his everything was Mike. Nothing said Prince outside of Sheila E. in the band back there.
Yeah.
He did what song he did like Kiss or some shit soft.
He did do. Yeah.
Like he did records that cannot be performed in your light R&B voice.
Yeah.
In a tribute. And totally aside from that, let's say he did the greatest job ever. Prince already told us, hey, I don't want none of y'all doing my tributes. Like he said it before he died. Why we don't ever honor people's wishes?
Word.
Selfishness.
Yeah.
Selfishness. Even though I told Rory the night before the Grammys, at one of them after parties or some shit, I seen like they were promoting a proper Prince tribute with like with Miguel, the Roots, Sheila E., Morris Day, like all of the people that should have been. It was a long lineup. And I was like, damn, that I wish I would have been in LA for. Like I can go to LA and partake in a few of the cool Grammy events before the
exist.
Grammys
The
without
Roots-
supporting the Grammys.
Yeah,
the Roots Jam session is amazing every year. Like
You went this year?
I didn't go this year. I went. They did 2 nights last year that I went to. I didn't have the time to go this year. But it's the best event in my opinion.
Humble
that goes
brag
on.
on these
You
games.
know what I mean? I was too busy.
Time to go to no Roots
I was with the
Jam
execs.
session.
I was the only event I wanted to go
I
to.
was with Lucian Grange.
I was not with Lucian.
Niggas with Rory with Lucian.
Chilling.
What else happened out there, Rory? Come on, you were out there. Y'all never be somewhere and come back and give us the scoop.
Well, I mean,
Give me the scoop on something.
I honestly, to go back to the Kobe thing, it was a really morbid.
What happened when Meek and Kenny saw each other?
I was not in the store.
Yes, you was. You was shopping there too. You know you was dropping bags in there.
I was not. I don't even know what store that is. It
Me
looks
neither.
too expensive
The funny
for me.
part is I don't see not an article of clothing that's fire in there. I was peeking around that whole video.
Wait, who is this? Meek and who?
This is the Meek and Kenny altercation.
Kimmy who?
Kenny is the husband of
Wolf.
Nicki Minaj,
Oh, okay.
who you had the pleasure of meeting in Los Angeles.
I did, yeah.
I don't even see like the fire section. You know how you go in the corny clothing stores, but the fire shit is to the left?
Which store was this supposed to
I
be?
have
We
no idea.
don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Wait, so did anything happen at this altercation, or was?
Well, Parks,
Some words
why
were
don't you wait
exchanged.
for some analysis from us? Tell him, White Gardner.
I saw the same clip that all of you saw.
I didn't see it.
Wait, what noise does a White Gardner make?
that's a sick noise.
Give it to him, Roars.
That's what you
Oh,
play.
you're going to stutter yours. I see.
That's what you're gonna play before I start talking.
All right, go
This noise. It's cool.
Go ahead, tell
It's
me what
cool.
happened.
No, I'm gonna remember this one. I'll remember this. Man, nothing happened. They ended up in the same store, and Meek and Nicki's husband exchanged words.
The suspense.
Like this was blown out of proportion. Nicki said, "Yo, we got 100 people outside." Meek said, "I don't give a fuck, you pussy." And then there was more, "Nah, you pussy," and that's all we got.
Okay.
We've seen this 1,000 times. It just so happens that these people are famous.
All right.
That store looks so trash. I don't know what store that is. The
lighting's
but
bad.
Yeah, everything in the can. All right, listen. Another thing. If you nosy people gonna pull your camera out to
At least-
give us the scoop,
at least be
y'all
good, man.
have to do a better job of recording this stuff.
Yeah,
This guy's
was
all
trash.
over the place
That's
here.
trash
That's
recording.
because whoever's recording this was scared
Scared
to
to
get caught.
death.
Scared to get caught recording. That's what that is.
Yeah.
If you're gonna record.
They went in the same store. I guess Meek was there first. I don't know who was with who, but I'm really glad that this turned out exactly the way it turned out.
Me too.
I'm glad that they both screamed at each other and then everybody left peacefully. But all of us could have predicted that this was going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But I don't know why.
That's why I was about to say I didn't predict
just
this would happen.
don't
Why?
know.
No, I
I want to
didn't.
know
Nah,
why.
you
'Cause
did.
that- no.
Meek.
That
no,
Meek
don't
snippet
do that.
came out.
Meek said he wore bootcut jeans with the Balenciagas, and that's craziness. With the sock Balenciagas?
Yeah, bootcut jeans over those is
Don't
nasty.
try to vision it. It's crazy.
No, it's crazy. I just want to know, is it true though? That's the
It don't matter if it's true. He said it in a
No,
song.
it matters if it's true. That's like a whole deeper. Like, did he really have that on? I doubt it. I can't even.
But he said
I'm not
that.
even asking.
Nah.
I know
Even
they
if
didn't
it's
have
The
not
that.
true, he
conviction
said it in
in
the
Meek's
song.
voice in the song made it sound like Meek saw that
That's a
shit.
sick outfit though.
No, but he followed that
Shoes
with
just disappear.
No, but he followed that with he said, "Yo, your dude wear bootcut jeans with Balenciagas. Fuck are you thinking?" He followed it with. He really thought something was going on with her.
But
Y'all not understand.
people are crazy. Though.
That was a statement of endearment.
But why do
Like he was
people-
really concerned.
But why do people just automatically assume he talking about homie?
Who was he talking about?
I'm just saying he could be. That's my point. He could be talking to anybody.
That's true, Mo.
Like, why do you just go directly to him? Like, sometimes that's what I'm saying. Sometimes outside people just they'll make a situation out of something.
put
that,
two and two together.
Yeah, and it's
The
like
math
I didn't
ain't
even say
adding
that. I
up.
wasn't even talking to you.
Okay.
But they'll just it'll become that. And
Joe,
then,
are you looking for that
And then when
snippet?
I see you in
'Cause-
person, it's like
Maul's gonna
real
shut up
drama.
when he hears this snippet.
I can't find it. I can't find the snippet.
I got it. Thanks to James Harden, the whole world's heard this.
James leaked it to him.
You was supposed to be my Beyonce.
Wait, pause
This
that.
nigga fiance.
Pause that. Yeah. Look how you, this is beyond me.
I feel him though.
Yo, something being beyond Meek is funny. Look at what's beyond him. Come on, Rory. Let's hear it.
This shit beyond me. You was supposed to be my Beyonce. Now you this nigga fiance? What? Fuck you mean you feel a connection? He listen to you. What? This nigga wear Balenciaga with bootcut jeans. What the fuck? You losing your mind? Hey yo, call my fucking phone back, yo. Every time you post this nigga wanna smoke this nigga. We just broke up last year. How you know this nigga?
Hey.
See you tweet and say you felt the way that
Cut off.
Nah, he talking to homie.
That's what I'm saying. It's not really another way to interpret it.
I never heard that.
Their math checks out.
You wearing bootcut jeans with Balenciagas. The fuck is on your mind? Yo, call me. Yo, call me when you get a minute.
Yeah, that's just some concern.
So now that you've heard that, Maul,
Right.
shouldn't Kenny have a problem with Duke?
Oh yeah.
That's why I said I was waiting for this to happen. There's no way he's not gonna not run into Meek and not say something.
Yeah. Now that I've heard that, I mean, I get it now. This was bound to happen. But I'm glad it didn't go any further.
Yeah.
Like
Is there ever a situation where it makes sense to fight over your ex?
Not really.
No.
Not like this. No.
Logically, no, but
I mean, if someone did something to
do-
physically harm your ex
since
or
when
something,
the emotions
you know what I mean?
and logic really go together.
Yeah, like if I found out that my ex's current boyfriend is beating the shit out of her,
Yeah, then yes.
then obviously if I see him, I'm gonna run down on him just out of that. But that's not. But fighting like I want her back, like nah, I'm not.
or
gonna
not
fight
even.
her.
You might not even want her back. You
Yeah,
just-
no. But if I know she's in a relationship and an abusive
what I'm
relationship,
saying,
and I
yeah.
see homie, then oh yeah, for sure, like we fucking them up.
do you think bootcut jeans and Balenciagas is abusive?
To the culture,
Okay.
I think Maul's hat is abusive to the culture.
why?
Because Kith never won the World Series.
This is not a Kith hat.
You can't collab with the World Series.
They don't say Kith right there?
No,
Oh, I thought it said kid too.
no, killer hype.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was judging
No,
you.
I don't have a Kith hat on.
A Kith World
No, no,
Series.
no.
You going crazy for Mamba.
This is way. No. This has nothing to do with.
What does the World Series have to do with Kobe?
You know Maul trying to give it up for Mamba.
Nah.
I watched this and this wasn't a real topic here. But
No, it wasn't.
I watched this Meek and Kenny shit mad times just to hear what sentences was coming from who.
Okay. What'd you come up with?
Couldn't figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't figure it out.
No, you know who. I figured that out.
I
Second
can-
listen.
Who told who to let me talk to you one-on-one? Kenny said that to Meek, right?
That's what it sounded like to me.
That's what it sounded like.
Meek said you can't talk to me
Meek,
one-on-one.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you by myself.
Why not?
Because I'll be at the Roc Nation brunch tomorrow, and you're
Yeah, but
wearing
no,
ACGs.
But if you're saying that, that's my thing. If you're saying that, then when I see you,
Yeah, fuck your brunch.
yeah,
No, I'm with Kenny.
Yeah.
I'm with Kenny on this. If somebody said that about me and then I seen him, I would want to speak to him.
like trust me, Meek
Yeah.
know once he saw him in the store, he knew it was gonna be some words exchanged. Meek is from the streets. He knows how that go. Like
Yeah.
when you see somebody, I heard you saying some shit about me.
Well, we ain't about to mix it up. You got my ex who I love with you. You got your girl who you love.
Your
with,
wife.
Like, yeah, your wife. Your
yeah.
wife with you. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, and I think even in that, there's a way to handle it.
There's no way to handle it.
No, it is. It's always a way to handle it. Like as men, you
To leave.
No, not even to leave. Even okay, so me and you're a rapper, right? I'm married to your ex.
He used to be.
No,
Right.
you're not.
And-
Smack shit out of you.
and you said something on the song.
That would be
I felt
really
like you
weird
was
if
throwing
Mo
shots
married
at
your
me.
ex.
I could easily approach it from a standpoint where it's just not. See, as men, we don't know how to approach other men with the ego and the aggression to the side. Because I could easily see you and be like, "Yo, Meek, let me holler at you for a second. Like, you coming at me like we never met. This is my first time meeting you. You said something on the record which I feel like is directed towards me. Like, I don't have an issue with
That
it.
all sounds good on
Wait,
paper.
time out. There's a big chunk that I think you're missing in this.
Having an aggressive woman behind you yelling. But as a man,
Time out. Wait. Don't do that. Because you're right. But that's not the scenario I'm painting. So I want to paint one without painting one.
Okay.
Not an aggressive woman behind you yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when a guy and a girl end unharmoniously,
Okay.
I don't even know if that's a word.
Close.
We'll make it a
We-
word.
Yeah.
We understood.
Yeah.
We've all
when a guy and
ended
girl,
that way.
Yeah, when a guy and a girl end unharmoniously, and they both move on harboring negative feelings, but not addressing them, and then the girl gets with a killer.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about this.
This is hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical.
I'm alleging the hypothetical.
Yeah. I'm alleging. I'm alleging the hypothetical. Yeah, and then the girl gets with someone who's no nonsense.
A no nonsense type of fella.
So wait, so now that's mad Netflix. What, Rory? So now that's mad Netflix.
This is mad nonsense.
No, but she gets with somebody who's no nonsense. That's mad Netflix and chill nights of her telling you exactly why she harbors some ill will towards this other guy.
Yep.
And she's looking at you to protect her in the event that y'all ever bump. You know how she feel about homeboy if y'all ever bump in them. No, it's not for you to handle in a cool way. Actually, in a weird way, that's kind of exactly how I ended up screaming on Safari on that beach. Certainly, I could have handled that much smoother than that. But my fiance,
But Mona.
my fiance pumped me up and put the battery in my back all morning, and I
Showed
was
you the
riled.
contract.
I was riled
Yeah.
up, and I had to go home with her. Shut up, you guys. Shut up, race relations. Sunset Parks. Yeah, I could see that happening here, Mars. All I'm
But-
saying, like, you can't end it cool because now you leave in the smoke.
No, okay, so here's my thing. I'm going to take everything you just said. But as men, right, we know
That somebody could die here.
how far and how fast
Yes.
things could escalate. So it's your job as a man to say, I'm from the streets. I seen this play out 1,000. Anytime men have an issue with each other, it's only money or a woman. That's
Yeah,
it.
pretty
I'm talking about like a real issue where it's on site. It's either money or a woman. Your woman is one of the biggest stars in the world. Your wife.
Right.
So you never want to put her in danger, right?
Right.
If her ex walks in and he's had words,
I think he's wrong.
me?
Yes.
No, listen. If her ex walks in the store, we're shopping, we're enjoying our day. Her ex walks in, cool, right? We know, we acknowledge he just walked in, whatever. the first thing he should have said to his wife, or what I would have said to my wife was, "Are you comfortable? Do you want to leave?"
He may have said that. We don't know that.
I'm saying me. The first thing I'm saying to my wife is, "Are you comfortable? Would you like to leave?" Right?
Right.
Depending on what she says, if she's comfortable, we'll continue to shop. Now, if he makes his way over and he looks like he wants to address me or my wife, as long as it's a respectful thing, because that's the only thing that has to be in play at all times is respect.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as it's not an aggressive, because as men, you know when it's aggression. Because you never want to walk away feeling like, oh, he got the best of me. Because it's all ego bullshit. That's all this shit is based on, is ego bullshit.
You're right.
So as long as it's a level of respect, like, yo, Meek, you're getting way too much money. My wife has way too much money. We know where we come from. You from the streets of Philly.
Listen,
we from Queens.
and be
we not
clear.
going back to no.
They both getting a lot.
Right.
Of money.
So cool. Things happen. You have disagreements and you break up and all the words may be. But my thing is, there's still a way even through all of that, because all you have to do as men is remove the ego.
I agree.
I'm willing to remove my ego to have a conversation with any man, especially when my wife is who she is and you are who you are. It's like, what are we doing in this store?
I don't know how much money Meek makes, but everything he do look like it's $10 million and up.
I wouldn't be
Which
surprised.
which is why
Meek is making a lot of money.
which is why you can't jeopardize that.
I agree.
That's just
from
my
the
point.
things
I'm not
he wear to where he go.
I'm
to
not
just-
jeopardizing that.
Everything look like 10 million and up. It don't look like little millions.
Yeah, I'm not throwing that away on a ex and her husband. I'm not doing that. Sorry.
seen a video Meek posted. He wore a new chain of Roc Nation brunch. Oh, and don't worry, listeners, we'll be right back with our Roc Nation brunch deep dive. But he wore a new chain to Roc Nation.
No,
brunch.
he wore it to his,
or wherever
his,
he was
to
at.
his party.
And he was showing off the fat.
He had a brunch too?
And somebody, yeah,
He had a brunch too?
He had a party.
It wasn't a brunch. It was an after Grammys.
Meek has
thing
all
in
the
town.
freaky parties on the low. He keeps trying to sneak them out there. We
That
know.
movie's is he executive producing it or producing it?
Oh,
movie-
the bike.
He's
that
in it.
movie,
He's in
joint.
it.
Yeah,
That movie looks really. I think he's producing it or executive.
He's been working on that for a while, so I'm happy.
It looks really
to know
good.
that
The trailer
that's
was
coming
dope.
out.
And he's in it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
but yeah, I'm just
No,
saying.
this was an after party. It
as
wasn't
Meek,
the-
you can't risk that, man. You worked your way into, the room with the big wigs now.
Yeah.
Like, you can't jeopardize that in a YSL store, wherever they was at. Like, no, you can't jeopardize that.
That's all. But aren't both of those gentlemen in the same position?
That was
Yeah,
going to
that's-
be my next point.
That's
of-
what I'm
of
saying.
both of them.
If my wife is who she is, and you are who you are, like, I'm not. You can say whatever fam. We live in life over here. We good. I don't care if you said I had boot cut, whatever. I'm not.
I might go buy a set of boot cuts.
I don't give a like. That's my thing. I don't give a fuck about any of that. We live in life. We golden over here. Like, I don't care. What? So what?
You know why that's
Let him
funny?
know, Scott.
Know why that's funny about men and ego? Because even if he did wear bootcut
So
jeans
what?
with Balenciaga, Nicki Minaj will go and that can change.
That can,
Yeah.
matter of fact, we in here now fixing all that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like, we in here fixing all my sauce. Like, my sauce is getting fixed as we speak.
I get it. In your era, this was a
I'm
thing.
the
It's
type
not
of nigga,
now.
I would have been like, yo, Meek, I got rid of them boot cuts, my nigga. That's how I would have did it. And then it's like, yo, we out. I'm not the fan.
Nothing about Kenny looks like he would have
Yeah,
done
but
it that way.
but this is what I'm saying though, Joe. You have to remove that ego shit though, because it's not gonna end good for anybody.
Not if my girl is telling me to go to the car and air this whole store out.
No. But that's what you're not understanding. But you the man in the situation.
No, I get it. I'm with you, Maul.
That's what I'm
I'm with
saying.
you.
Just-
I
just
agree.
be the man.
I agree with you.
Be the man.
I agree with you.
No, everything Maul is saying is 1,000% correct. Just sometimes it just don't go that way.
Yeah, especially not saying that Nikki was doing this, but when there's a girl involved, sometimes shit gets a little.
But you have to-
going home with a woman that would look at you, and this is all toxic behavior and mentalities to have. Going home with a woman that looks at you a certain way as less of a man in handling a situation is the worst place to live.
Oh, but see, but then you got to know the type of woman you got.
I
'Cause I
agree
know if
there, too. I'm
I
just
know
saying
if I
how it
handle-
is.
I know if I handle the situation the way I would handle it, she gonna want to fuck me in the car.
Oh, please. She been looking at me differently because she thought I text Sonya.
I mean, Sonia's have a long track record.
And fat
That
asses.
name.
And fat asses.
That's on the record.
That name.
And let me tell you
That
something.
name Sonia usually carries some weight.
Ain't too many Sonyas
No.
with some little ass.
No, there's not. There's not at
Sonya's an
all.
old Jamaican name.
Yeah, nah.
No, she got ass.
Sonia Ann.
It's back there. All right, you guys. The moment you've been waiting for.
What have we been waiting for?
Is it?
Who else is gonna break down the Roc Nation brunch like us?
No, we got Rory. We got our correspondent.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I was not present, so I can't break it down.
You can still break it down.
You felt the vibes. You was out there. You felt the vibes.
I did feel the vibes. So everyone dressed up. They didn't eat, and they all had a good time. Took pictures, and they went home.
A lot of speeches.
A lot of speeches. Spent a lot of time.
Rory, before you continue. Mamba's out. Channel some of what Maul was trying to give us.
Shoot.
You just cut me off. I said I spent a lot of time saying how happy I was about Kev's return, and I'm happy Kev is healthy. Kev looks great. Everything about Kev's life right now I love.
Some bullshit.
Kev gonna shoot us.
But I'm not even mad at Kev. I'm mad at y'all,
Me?
the listeners,
Oh.
the people with thumbs on the internet that made his speech go viral and say how motivational it was. He ain't say a fucking word.
Ever.
Yo, if you got a book and you got chapters and books end, but then when you have a chapter, you got to write that chapter. Everyone's like, damn, Kev, when's Monday coming? I got to start working.
Come on,
I
T.
love Kev,
Look
man.
at T.
I love Kev too.
But every time
I know he
see
was
him,
freestyling. He didn't even know what he was saying. He was drunk.
Every time I see him, he's giving
Champagne
a great
a little
speech.
different too.
He's giving a great speech every time I see him, but he won't tell us who was in that car. He just won't.
It's a different chapter.
Speech.
Different chapter.
Great speech, Kev.
Different
Get your
chapter.
shit off. But fam, you gotta tell me who was in that car.
I thought they identified the people that were in
And
the
how
car.
you went home with him. No.
Joe. We've all been through some things.
I ain't like.
You know how you walking home with a broken back in that situation.
Yeah, it's true. I ain't like Puff's speech at the brunch either, though.
What post said?
Puff said, all right, y'all.
Y'all all broke.
Except for the people here.
He said, y'all see the room we in. Billionaires everywhere.
It was outside, but
Just you and Jay.
Yeah, only two.
Oh no, Robert Kraft was there.
Okay.
it was weird.
And the Philly dude.
Okay. All right, there was a couple billionaires. All right, never mind, Puff.
Puff said, yo, it's 2020, and y'all know what that means.
Step
That
it
means
up, brokies.
it's not 2016
No,
or 2017
I mean, when you think about it.
or 2018.
That's a good point.
Oh, fuck, I didn't realize that.
And that's the end of my joke because State of the Culture starts.
Yeah, man. Everyone's out there drinking champagne at 11 o'clock in the
No, it
morning.
looked like a
Can't
fucking
expect
great,
a great
it
speech.
looked like a great time, man.
Griselda got pictures with Rihanna,
I thought that was fire.
cementing the fact that they had a better year. They're from Buffalo, bro.
Right.
They got flicks with Riri.
I like those pictures.
Great pictures.
I really
Hey.
like those pictures.
Parks, I really hate
I have to
to tell you that that Santa's not real, but I went to the Dreamville thing. Guess who was there?
Who was there?
Benny.
No doubt.
Sorry, man.
Whoa. Wait a second, Rory.
First of all, you were at the Dreamville
You're not
sessions?
telling us that Benny the Butcher went to Dreamville's party.
Publicly.
Did he butch anything? Nigga was scared. Nigga was scared to butch.
He butchered
Nah,
the
if he
dreams.
went there and everything wasn't butched,
Butch.
he butched the dream.
He butchered the dreams.
Aired out the Dreamville Grammy party.
I fuck with Benny. He don't give a fuck about his hairline. He just out. No hat. No nothing.
I ain't supposed to be here. Look at me.
I was with a chick a few months ago, trying to wine and dine or some shit. She's gonna take my hat off. I had no shape up. Like she wanted me to live in, like, be comfortable with myself.
You ain't want to be comfortable with yourself?
No, I'm not comfortable with myself.
let me live in this
Put my hat
false
back
sense
on.
of self.
She's gonna start rubbing my shit. Anyway, yeah, I'm really happy about the Griselda Rihanna picks.
Yeah, that was
What
great.
other picks was I happy about? Oh my God, Snow Allegra.
She looked great.
She always looks great.
She looked really good.
Who'd she have pics with?
Oh, and they say it doesn't snow in L.A.
Oh my god. Nah, you was shooting great before too.
Listen,
You was killing
oh my God, look at this queen.
No, she looks really good.
What's her ethnicity?
I'm back. I'm back to skinny chicks now. I'm here now.
That's your bag?
I'm back. I'm back.
Skinny bike.
Skinniest bike. Look at this queen.
I believe she's Middle East, like Mediterranean, maybe Turkish or something
She looks
along
like
those lines.
she looks like that.
I could be wrong, but
I wouldn't even say she's skinny though.
Wrong.
Turkish?
You didn't even have a solid answer. So I could be wrong.
Eastern?
I think she's Turkish, Mediterranean,
I think
Asian.
she's Turkish.
I mean, don't take my word. I could
Look
be
at
wrong.
that.
Well,
Look at that. She's Turkish.
Ah, fuck out of here.
She's from Astoria.
Snow, I love you if you're listening.
She's from the 7 line.
She's from around the block, man.
From the 7 line.
You know that girl.
Yeah.
Speaking of Snow, Mall.
With the boss.
And you know what? This podcast is just not the podcast for sports takes and movie reviews. But I
She's
don't know why I
Persian.
listen to Mall and I go watch. I saw Bad Boys 3. Is it 3?
Bad Boys for
I
Life.
saw Bad Boys
For
3.
life.
It's not for life. But fucking Martin and Will
It's
hate
for
each
life.
other. It's no chemistry. It's just horrible. Have y'all seen that movie?
nah,
I haven't.
It's really bad.
I'm not rushing.
I don't know
So
why
I heard-
people are saying it's good.
I was gonna
That
say,
is a
I only saw good reviews.
It is a really, really, really bad movie.
Wait, so you didn't see it and spoiled the ending 2-3 episodes ago?
I still want to go see it.
Oh, I know that trick. I know what that means. Sit down. Just don't get up. Kobe gone. I'm in that mood. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you might go there today. Just sit down.
Niggas gotta get some anger out.
Sit down, B. Sit down.
And that Just Mercy movie that Maul told me was phenomenal.
You didn't like? Nah, you shut up. Just shut up. Just shut
Joe
up.
hates a lot of movies.
Because
though.
that movie gonna win almost every Oscar, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I don't know what they were watching. It was a great movie,
Why?
and Michael B. Jordan did a great job.
He did. My slander.
the
wait,
lawyer
time
joint?
out. My slander is not to Michael B. Jordan,
What
by
is
the
it
way,
to?
right now. Michael B. Jordan had sentences in this movie.
He was the main character in the movie.
Like you heard him this time. He spoke.
Okay.
He did
no
a great
beef with
job.
him.
He did a great job.
Great job, Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, I mean, come on.
And
That's
Jamie
That's
Foxx.
Jamie. We ain't got to
And
say
that is my issue with this movie.
Wait, so the two leads
Outside
had
of Jamie
amazing
Foxx
performances
and
with a bad
Michael
movie.
B. Jordan, this movie is exactly the same as every movie made in its likeness that has come before it. From plot twist, turn, everything. If you've seen one of these movies, then you've seen this movie.
Joe, you
And
tripping.
this is a horrible version of
No
this
way.
movie.
You tripping.
It is.
This is a great movie.
is.
You tripping, man.
No, my grade is different from yours.
Oh, that's true.
Mamba
Yeah.
Vision.
That's true. That ain't Mamba,
Mamba Vision.
Vision. That ain't Mamba Vision.
Nah, they didn't Mamba this movie.
Nah,
Kobe
this
wouldn't
movie's
like
great.
this.
This movie's gonna
Nah.
win a lot
Kobe
of
didn't watch
awards.
this.
Trust me.
Kobe didn't watch this.
This movie's.
I'm gonna go watch it.
This movie's gonna win a lot of awards.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Small, at least half the year I shit on the institutions that give the awards.
Nah, but this movie.
That don't mean
this was a great
that it's
movie.
good to me.
No, this was a great movie.
Nah, I
this
went
was a
to
really
sleep.
great movie. And
Boring.
Michael B. Jordan did a great job.
You also
Shout
sleep in almost every movie and then trash it.
I don't trash Gone Girl.
I was sitting in
And I'm waiting for Gone Girl too.
Are they making a Gone Girl too?
She didn't die.
Touche.
I was sitting in United Economy with only 2 movies on the screen.
Peasant.
And one of them was
Jesus.
that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I was like, I love Leo. Love Brad.
I hate
Great.
that movie.
I didn't see it.
I hate that movie.
I didn't make it through 20 minutes.
I hate it.
Really?
I went back to sneaker shopping. Was the only other thing they had.
I heard it was very long and boring for the first
I didn't
couple
make it
hours.
through 20 minutes.
Yeah.
White Gardner left Leo DiCaprio
What's your favorite movie
for,
ever?
for Joe LaPuma.
It's gonna
Shout out
sound
to Joe
cliche.
LaPuma, by the way.
Yeah, it's my dude.
Shawshank.
No, it's corny. Goodfellas is always gonna be my favorite movie.
Joe,
It's
what's your
very
favorite movie?
cliche. It's very I get it.
I don't know if I've updated.
Just one of them. One of them.
Time to Kill.
You like A Time to Kill? You didn't like this movie?
Maul, we have a podcast to do, and I cannot.
Oh, you like
believe-
Once Upon a Time in
I
Hollywood?
cannot believe.
No, I said this movie. Not this.
I
One.
cannot-
That's what I'm talking about.
I
Once Upon a
cannot-
Time in Hollywood sucked.
You didn't like Just Mercy. You thought Just Mercy was terrible.
I can't even believe. I can't. No, that's not what I said. I'm saying it's the same as every movie made like it that's ever come out. That's what I'm saying.
That was Just Mercy was a great movie.
Just Mercy should not be mentioned in the same breath as A Time to Kill.
I'm not saying it should be mentioned. I'm just saying you can't like A Time to Kill and hate Just Mercy.
I didn't hate it. I just thought it was predictable. Like Bad Boys 3.
Yeah,
Bad Boys 3 was...
You can like Dangerous Minds and hate Freedom Writers.
Yo was killing me for spoiling Bad Boys 3. And then I went to see it and predicted the whole movie. Like, it's mad predictable. It's
You didn't
horrible.
predict Cap getting popped. You
I
didn't
still haven't
predict
seen
that.
it.
That movie is trash, man.
You didn't predict that.
These niggas look like they ain't seen each other in 30 years.
I think they said
They
that
don't,
they
they,
haven't.
they don't get along at all.
The only thing I didn't
I gotta
like,
get used to Fat Martin.
the only thing I didn't like about
Yeah,
this movie.
Come on, you've seen Fat Martin. It's not a new thing.
No, I haven't. He went hiding away.
He was Fat Martin in Bad Boys 2.
Who saw Bad Boys 2?
Oh, you are fucking wilding right now.
Right? What?
What are you talking about?
That might have been the best one.
That was the best one.
About?
Which one was Bad Boys 2?
The one before this one.
Before 3. Right after 1.
How old was they? 17 when they did that?
No.
You act like it was yesterday. When was it?
2004.
And listen,
3, 4.
This is for
with the
entertainment. I
ecstasy
definitely
pills.
saw Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys
and
2 is
Bad
fire.
Boys 1.
Like,
Bad Boys 3 is fire?
I haven't seen Bad Boys 3. Bad Boys 2 is fire.
Well, go watch Bad Boys 3 and go listen to the Chance album.
Okay. Gotcha.
The fuck? All right, that was off on a tangent.
We were at Roc Nation brunch, but I think we covered everything there.
Who else can go from the Roc Nation brunch to Bad Boys?
Anybody.
No, come on,
That
man.
makes sense. Puff was there.
No,
Makes sense.
More had a whole spiel that I want him to kind of go on without going on it. You can get into it without getting into it. You can get into it's a bunch of people there that shouldn't be there.
I'm starting to see people at the Roc Nation brunch that definitely should not be in the same room with Puff and Hove. I'm sorry. Like, just put it out there.
No.
Like, y'all should
Oh,
not.
Like who? Name
He got
names.
He
y'all
got
should
into
not,
it.
Y'all should not be able to breathe in the same airspace. Like such greatness and elegance.
I
Like,
think they was fucking up the air.
they just shouldn't. Like, how are you there?
They got invited.
What have you accomplished?
They eat brunch.
What have you changed?
They like
What
eggs.
have you done in your community? What have you done to be invited in a room with so many great people? That's all. That's all I'm saying. There's just certain people I'm just like, all right, nah.
Well, is there anyone that outside of Griselda? Because I was really happy to see them there.
Well, they're Roc Nation, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I know, but outside of them being Roc Nation, I just champion them being at commercial shit, like them doing. What did they do the late night show the other night?
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh
yeah.
my god! Like,
Yeah, it was great.
I'm gonna champion
Super
all
proud.
of that.
That was a proud
all of that mixing of the worlds, where the super hardcore.
Well, Fallon
underground
is
people-
a hip hop dude anyway, though. So
Yeah.
that didn't surprise me.
Yeah, but
Him being a hip hop dude.
that don't
and
mean
NBC.
yes.
NBC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to know that he has some pull at NBC. You have to know.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Well, he don't
he does,
exercise
but
that pull for everyone.
I was gonna. This isn't normal, is what I guess we're
Yeah.
saying.
Questlove is his drummer. Like,
They had to fight
that don't
to get the
that
room
don't-
song.
all right, so then you fight for Griselda. You keep fighting. That's my point.
No, but our point is, yes, we agree with that. They don't fight for.
We're gonna have to always fight. I want y'all to know that we're gonna be fighting until the end of time. We are never gonna have it to where we are the upper hand or we run the system. It's not gonna happen. We are gonna always have to fight.
Well, what kind of jacket is that? That
It was a designer
expensive.
in Paris from Fashion Week that
beautiful.
that let him take it. That's like a 101.
oh, it's
Yeah, this
beautiful.
is tough.
No, it's beautiful. There's a whole man on it. I'm serious.
You know,
It's hard. Is that a frock? See, another nigga stealing my swag. Anyway.
It's not a frock.
It's not a frock.
We got the triple goose frock.
That's not a triple goose.
All right, forget it, man. I can't get no props for nothing. Don't
No.
worry about it. All right, what else is happening? Iverson was robbed of all of his jewelry from a hotel. There you have it.
Yeah. Snatch the backpack.
$500,000 worth of jewelry snatched right out of the Sofitel lobby with no one watching it.
seems to be a theme.
React.
Seems to be a common theme on this podcast.
Dude turned himself right in. Said, "Here's all the jewelry. My bad."
Well, did he? That's the part of the story I didn't hear about that.
That's what the report was. I'm sure more will come out. But when we're recording this, there was a headline saying that the gentleman turned himself in.
You can't rob Allen Iverson in
Philly.
Philadelphia on camera.
Yeah,
Like,
it's trouble.
What are you thinking? Where did you think you were gonna go?
I'm not certain that he thought that he knew he was robbing Allen Iverson.
That may be the case.
It was a book bag on the floor, and
Oh, okay.
Allen Iverson wasn't near it.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's
He just took it and lucked up.
oh,
Fam,
And
imagine.
I'm not giving that back. You got to catch me. I'm on a Greyhound.
nah. If I find out that's AI shit, I'm taking that back. Let's AI. Oh nah, I fuck with AI.
Can you just imagine though, like just stealing a backpack? Like, all right, let's see what I got. Because I'm sure he's stolen backpacks in the past and has maybe got a laptop once,
some underwear.
something, sometimes nothing, and opening that bag and seeing all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I stopped stealing from people.
Yeah, it's not a good thing to do.
Not at all.
What year did y'all stop stealing from people?
Pretty young.
Stealing from people.
Teenage,
Somebody.
I was a
late
kid.
teenage.
I was a kid. The
Yeah.
last time I stole, I think
And
I
end
got
of my
my ass
teenage
beat
years.
so bad. I was like, I'm never doing
I didn't
that again.
carry that really into adulthood.
Shit.
You should not.
That's when you do. Because you know the consequences are more severe. It's not just the ass whooping no more. You going to jail.
It's just a grimy way to live.
That's when I was like, you know what? I can buy the gum.
Yeah.
Like,
After your mom's beat the gums out of you. Like,
it don't really have
Yeah.
to go there.
yeah, nah.
But shit, I'm glad he got it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go AI. I liked AI. I liked what AI had to say about Kobe.
Yeah.
I like what Dwayne Wade had to say about Kobe. There's a few analysts I like what they had to say about Kobe. I just like hearing all of it. I just like hearing all of these positive stories. TNT did their tribute last night. I loved hearing what Shaq had to say. Oh shit! Actually, we did all that talking about Kobe. We never even brought up. He was one of us, man. He was a rapper.
That's true.
Daddy was.
One of us. All of us are rappers.
That is true. We just all retired earlier than Joe. we gave him a 16 and retired.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
Oh, there you go, right there. Oh, y'all not even ready.
Is this your sleeper?
Destinations with split-second acceleration. In a capsule of time to witness your bone evaporation. Slash paragraphs to emphasize my emphasis.
Come on, man.
Wasn't ready for the
Y'all
knowledge.
don't slash paragraphs to emphasize the emphasis.
You don't even know. Come on,
No,
man.
they don't do it like Mamba.
Greatest rapper ever.
Shaq sent this to my phone. I thought this was just like a joint that had come out, but I had never heard it.
I don't ever want you to ever say that any of us have ever flexed on this podcast. Ever again. Yeah, no, Shaq just sent me this unreleased Kobe record.
I don't think that's fair at all in the industry rankings, by the way. I did not ask Shaq to text me.
We didn't ask you to tell us this.
I didn't ask him to text
Wait, we
me
didn't ask for this info.
a record. I thought it was appropriate because Mamba transitioned.
I know. I just want you to be aware of your ranking.
I wasn't trying to flex on him. And even with that, one day we're going to put all the flexes in a hat. And I still think I come out last.
No way.
All the flexes in a hat.
Fam.
Cut it out. I just
Maul,
saw you on
you know
MSNBC with a chinchilla on. Cut it the fuck out.
I know you were sweating under
Cut
those
it
lights,
out.
fam.
Cut
Why
it
would
out.
you wear a chinchilla to an MSNBC
Just
interview?
cut. Don't even respond to me. Cut it out. Proceed.
I will tell Rory then.
I would love to know.
Ian
Granted,
told me to
by the
wear
way,
it. And the girl that escorted us upstairs told me to keep it on.
You listen to
And then
Ian?
I said
Joe.
to Ian and the young lady, "Are you guys sure?"
Oh my god.
And they said, "Yeah."
Joe.
And I said, "Y'all don't think it's a bit obnoxious?"
It's a lot.
And they said,
you were correct.
"Yeah, but do it."
and you
And I
said,
did it.
Yeah.
You
That
did
was,
that.
That was bad.
Fam,
I did it, man.
Yeah,
you sat
Hey,
at
man,
that,
I was there. You don't need to pull it up.
That was
at
bad.
that desk. How you was looking at the Capitol building and think, yeah, I should keep this on.
While you guys continue with this spiel, I would like to alert Parks and Maul to the fact that I have seen actual video footage of Rory telling Hall of Fame wide receiver Chris Carter that how Rory runs the routes is
Yeah.
the correct way.
That is a fact.
How Chris Carter does it might
No.
be off.
What are you talking about?
Rory told Chris Carter he runs routes wrong. That's sick.
I mean,
Would
if-
you like me to pull up? There's actual footage of this. So back to my.
don't try to flex when you're wearing a chinchilla.
No.
On MSNBC, I see what you're doing right now.
No,
It's
no,
fine. I'm not
Rory.
mad at the response, but don't try to neglect the fact
Rory.
that you was having an NSNBC interview in a chinchilla. It's
no.
cool. I've talked to Chris Carter about flag football routes. It was a parody joke. This was serious.
That was taped. I synced it. So what I'm saying is, let's throw all the flexes in a box.
Mine
Maul
was.
started hip hop.
That's a fact.
What?
That's a fact.
That's not a fact.
It is a fucking fact.
It's not a
You
fact,
gotta stop
man.
denying the facts.
Okay. All right.
You started a whole new leg of hip hop. We don't even get through the wire without you.
Okay.
That is true.
Rory is telling Chris Carter on video how to run routes. Parks can't even tell us about the jams coming that he's mixed.
The jams.
He can't even tell us.
You mix some jams?
Remember when he did the Parks? is mixing secret superstar jams. Can't come in here and tell his homeboys about it.
I mean,
nah, y'all gotta wait.
He signed the NDA.
True.
Joe wore chinchilla with Ari Melba. What ranking? Where do I come in here?
This is why that's sick.
Savon, answer it. Where do I come in?
No.
What's so
You're not gonna
sick
just name one.
Third or fourth?
No.
You're not gonna just
That's
name
my
one.
problem.
Third or
You're not gonna just
Because
name
that
one.
was so light for you.
Coming off the
That's why that's nuts. 'Cause that was light.
Sent me. Yeah. You coming off the Shaq sent me into the chinchilla on MSNBC.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a powerful 1-2 punch right there.
Come on, fam. Who else but
It's
you?
not a 1-2.
It's a
Who else
1-2.
but you?
A 1-2.
Who else but you?
1-2 punch you.
Who else but you though? Like that's all I want to know.
Man.
Who else would do that?
Who could do the Shaq text and the chinchilla?
Yeah,
Right.
nobody else. Come on, man. Come on now, man. Y'all know who y'all
It's
talking
still
to.
on MSNBC.
It's Budden. What you mean?
It's Budden.
Oh shit!
It's Budden.
That nigga Joe sat up there with a chinchilla. That nigga's
Hey man, what's
the
up?
sickest nigga.
What's up with you?
You just the sickest nigga.
And I'm
ever.
proud of it.
That's why you the sickest
And
nigga.
I'm
ever.
proud of it.
That's why you crazy.
At no point you wasn't hot under those lights.
It was chilly in there.
It was chilly. It's never been chilly inside of a fucking NBC studio.
Yo, see, that's what I'm saying.
That was
Like,
just rotisserie. You could cook chicken under them lights. Nigga,
that's what be making me mad about y'all. Like, y'all hype it up like, ooh, Joe sat down in the chinchilla. Joe was just chilly. Like, y'all hyping it up.
I get it.
That was something regular, man.
Chili in the chinchilla.
Nah, my bad.
That's it. Joe was cold that day.
I feel you.
The fuck?
You, my bad. My bad.
What'd you guys talk about?
Drake.
That's the other nasty.
That's the nasty part. Now that's the. I was sitting in there. I was sitting in that chair feeling super fly until the 7 Drake question. I was like, all right, maybe I'm not fly.
No.
I'm not fly.
Christ.
They're still just
I
bringing
would
me.
have told him like, I'm not talking about this man. Why you questioning me about this man?
Well, you figure you give them a couple of answers to let them know that you're not really into it, like short form. And then they just keep going like you're an expert on this person.
Yeah.
Fam, I haven't spoke to this person in a decade.
You're the MSNBC Drake correspondent?
I'm
Yes,
not.
you are.
No, you are. Senior correspondent.
All right.
Senior. Sorry, man. Good job, though. You did a good job.
Thanks.
You did.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, anywho's. What else do they need us to break down and analyze?
What happened? Oh, Terry Crews has lost his fucking mind.
Has he?
What did he do this time?
Terry Crews is nasty. And now we can talk about him because the women are not protecting him.
Yeah.
Wait, why? What happened?
Well, where do you want this to start?
I was going to say that it's more than just one.
From the beginning at the top of the list.
All right, so if we're starting from the beginning at the top of the list, Terry Crews was getting his dick touched by a dude.
Okay, I think I recall that.
Joe thinks it was consensual. Joe was never allowed to say that because it's nasty. So I never said that. But I still always thought that it was a little consensually.
Okay.
Look, Erickson's scared to tape. What's up, nigga? Spotify, nigga. Look at Savon over there flagging something.
Look at y'all shook.
Yeah. Terry Crews was getting touched by a dude at a party.
Mm-hmm.
A dude who knew that he had a family. His family was at the party, actually. And then Terry Crews feeling ashamed. Listen, I just want to say that men came forth and told y'all about Terry Crews and Jussie Smollett early. Early in the game. Women told us to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
And we listened to women because women created us and they made us.
The Queens.
So we shut the fuck up. So Terry Crews went on this long fucking drawn out promo run about how he got his dick touched by a dude and he didn't like it. And now he can't work anymore. He can't get a job because it was his agency that touched him and they knew about it. And why aren't men and women rallying in support of him? Why can we only support the Me Too movement when it's a woman and not a man? He went on with this forever, even though I was of the belief that Terry Crews enjoyed getting his dick touched by that white man.
Okay.
That is a Joe belief. Y'all can kill me for it if you want, but with the amount of shucking and jiving that I have seen Terry Crews do,
like before his allegations, the amount of shucking and jiving I've seen him do for a white man, paired with the stories that I've heard from Hollywood that shall remain anonymous, I was unable to confirm that Terry Crews wasn't doing something strange for a movie role.
Okay.
I was unable to confirm that Terry Crews was not making a move that he thought that he deemed best for his professional career. That came in the height of the Me Too movement. And he was the lone dude that just showed up to everywhere with a camera and a microphone saying, yo, a dude touched me. Now, as dudes, we had questions. I'll speak for me.
I think we all had a couple questions.
I had some questions. The same way Jussie said he went to Subway and shit went down. It was questionable. Terry Crews being whatever height and weight he is, being at a party with someone that has worked with him for however many years, it just struck me as odd that this dude felt comfortable enough to jerk you off with your whole family present at the holiday party. That sounds funny. Sorry. Now, if it really happened, I'm sensitive to that. And it's wrong. And I'm sorry. But I never believed that. And he was just going too hard on the promo trail. It just all looked nasty. All the men had to shut the fuck up about what we really thought about it because of what was really going on with women. And that was a real serious issue. And he was fighting the same cause because he had experienced some of the same things in terms of being abused, in terms of having your job held over your head. And women was going to bat for Terry Crews for mad long. Right. And all us shut up. Are you familiar with the Gabrielle Union America's Got Talent
I am.
debacle that's happening?
I am. But maybe for the listeners, a brief synopsis.
Gabrielle Union was, I don't want to say fired, but her and America's Got Talent parted ways amidst accusations of discrimination.
Yeah.
And Gabrielle Union has stood firm in that. She hasn't been overly vocal, but she's let us know what's going on over there at America's Got Talent. There's been a few other people that allegedly have worked there and have seen some things to come up and speak to the exact same things that Gabrielle spoke about. And it was a flowing conversation. Ongoing, still. And here comes Terry fucking Crews to cape on behalf of America's Got Talent, saying that in his experience, and I don't know what affiliation he has with the show because I don't give a fuck about Terry Crews. He was saying in his experience, whatever Gabrielle saw is wrong.
Okay.
They're mad friendly to black people, Asian people, Russian people. It's mad. It's the most diverse workplace that he has ever been a part of.
Okay.
And now he's on a press run doubling down on that, saying, my wife told me to say it. My wife said to stand firm and do what I think is right and say what I saw, and I ain't see discrimination, so I don't know what she's talking about.
And didn't she support him in all his
that was
Me Too
that was the
endeavors?
That was the caveat here. Gabrielle Union has been a strong advocate for his story.
Okay.
When he was going through whatever he said he was going through, she was right there to speak up for it. So to see him go about this way is nasty. That's the long and short of it.
Okay.
But when you delve a little deeper, it just confirms, and that's why it's nasty to me, because back to what I was saying about Ari Lennox and the dickhead that don't speak for black men. Terry Crews don't speak for black men. He don't speak for me. Terry Crews been shucking and jiving for however many years for Massa. What is the it speaks to black women and why they feel unprotected by black men. and why they feel like they are on their own and why they feel like they go above and beyond to look out for us and it is not reciprocated. That's my issue here. Like, it's painful when all you have to do as a black man to support a black woman is not say a word. Like, that's the painful part. All you have to do, you have the easiest job in the universe. Be quiet. And you're going out of your way to discredit what Gabrielle's experience, her recollection, her story, her fucking supporters. Like, it's disgusting.
Do we know why he's doing this? Aside from his wife told him to do it?
Because all Terry Crews does is shuck and jive for massa.
Okay, so there's no...
That's why. It's nothing outside of Terry Crews gets paid this way.
Got it.
To me, this is Joe saying this. I don't want nobody on the hook for Joe's thoughts. This is Joe.
Did he tweet that he doesn't have to please his daughters?
Well, we're going to get to that soon.
He tweeted the only person that he has to please is his wife.
Okay.
Which I understand that. But I don't. But I don't.
It was
when you have daughters, I don't understand.
Man, you gotta respect.
All right, back to your point of going out of your way to say some shit you didn't need to say. The tweet says, "There's only one woman on earth I have to please. Her name is Rebecca. Not my mother, my sisters, my daughters, or coworkers. I will let their husbands, boyfriends, partners take care of them. Rebecca gives me wings." Just a bunch of weird, unnecessary shit to say.
Yeah, it's weird.
Rebecca might be his mustache. I'm gonna go out there and say that.
I think the term is beard.
Oh, beard, whatever.
But maybe it's just a mustache in this case.
Yeah.
Beard.
It might just be a mustache.
I learned that from the Aaron Hernandez doc. What beard means.
I learned it from Seinfeld, I think.
Which, I mean, is cool too, but I mean, you have daughters, like, you should definitely please your daughters. I mean, your daughters should be happy with you.
And your mother and sisters. And
yeah.
How about shut the fuck up when a black woman is sharing about her experience in the corporate America, in the workplace, dealing with inequality, dealing with or whatever racial discrimination shit she's dealing with behind the scenes, and she's speaking her plight, and was strong enough to stand in the front line and lose the job over it. See, she ain't just shucking and jiving. She lost that gig. There's a case going on. And Gabrielle responded with, hey, I thought we weren't speaking about this publicly because there's an ongoing case.
Yeah.
But I can't let you just run around and defame me. So this is my experience. Actually, can we pull up the Gabrielle Union tweets, please, so I can read them? Gabrielle Union says, why anyone would gleefully get up on TV and tell lies that no one disputed. But we already know. Of course we know, because you shuck and jive for massa. Can someone please ask about what happens to all that diversity folks are talking about behind the scenes? Like, legit. Where the hell is all that diversity in the production, no homie? In the decision-making ranks, who control the fate of the diversity in front of the camera? She went on, but that's enough. You get the gist.
Yeah.
Why won't Terry Crews stand with black women the way they stood with him?
I don't know the answer to that.
And he put up a nasty response too on his Twitter.
Was that the one?
That was the Rebecca?
No, the ancient Flint, Michigan proverb. I'm a hog, you're a chicken. Just because you gave me eggs don't mean I owe you bacon.
Huh?
I'm just relaying the message, guys.
Let me read this. I'm a hog, you're a chicken. Just because you gave me eggs don't mean I owe you. Oh, I see what he's trying to say. It's fine. He's an idiot.
Even what I know what he's trying to say, and it's stupid.
He's a fucking idiot, man.
I know what he's trying to say, and it's stupid.
It is stupid. No, you don't owe anybody anything, Terry, but it certainly speaks to your character and just who you are, how you're going about things. I'll say that. And just the way he was begging for the support. Like, he was begging for support from the black community, from women. Yo, don't disregard what I'm saying. Same way it happened to y'all, it happened to me. I'm no different than y'all. He was doing that for mad long. To go out like this?
Seems weird.
That's nasty.
It seemed as weird as him getting his dick touched at the company party.
And he's 6'3", 2 and change.
Yeah,
Right.
the fuck are you, man?
Cut up like good dope.
Yeah.
You don't get the fuck out of here. Somebody touch my dick, I'm dope like that, nigga. Party's over.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with Terry Crews. My apologies to anyone that's actually been a victim of sexual abuse. If you have been offended during this conversation, I just do not believe that Terry Crews is in that boat. I do not believe he shares your pain. And if he did, I just feel like he would stand with Gabrielle the way that she stood with him. That's all. That's it.
That's fair.
That's all I got. I have a really disturbing video of my phone of a dance hall performer dying mid-dance hall routine. It's very graphic. I'm not playing it. I don't really want to talk about it too much other than to say rest in peace to Bumper, and the video's graphic.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
cool.
it. I got you.
Rest in peace, though.
Yeah, 100%. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't much else. It may
The
be,
Google Black History
That was really
Black
great.
History Month commercial.
Yeah, I
didn't
thought
see
so
it.
too.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No,
Scream Man, play that for Parks, please, because it has to be seen.
Yeah, it's a great commercial.
It says that black people are the most searched everything, and that we rock. And it was just a well put together commercial.
It's true.
Go Google.
Good for them.
Yeah, I thought it was a good commercial.
Yeah.
I had a different take from it, but
No, let's hear it.
What was yours?
I'm not trying to get too,
No, you can't. Go ahead. Do it.
I just don't.
Cliche?
Pandering?
I think we're more than athletes and entertainers. That's all. That's just
No,
my
that's
whole thing.
well, that's true.
Yeah. So I just don't understand why this was the only thing highlighted.
It was not. That Martin was in there.
Martin who?
Martin Luther King. He's not an athlete or entertainer.
It was the most searched speech. Okay, I get it. I would expect that to be the most searched speech. But I mean, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to sound like, but it seems like they're,
I understand what you're saying, and we certainly are more.
I'm
than
not trying to be
athletes
that
and-
guy.
We are more.
Yeah, I'm
we
not trying
are
to be that
more
guy.
than
That's
athletes.
That's not who I am. I'm not that guy.
And entertainers.
But
what I
did-
took from it was you can't lie to your search bar.
You can.
You can't lie to your search bar. Y'all love us. Y'all love us. So if you're gonna love us in the search bar, goddamn it, what's so hard about acting that out in real life? Like, what's there to hide?
I get it.
We make this fucking shit go round. It's okay to say it. It's all right. I enjoyed the commercial. I enjoy Google not being tone deaf, because the other way to look at that more is, how would you look at it is if they didn't have such a great commercial, if they had no commercial for Black History Month. Speaking of commercials, who's excited about Super Bowl commercials? Anybody?
Not really.
Not really.
No?
That's what I
I
was
feel like
going
it's been less of a thing.
to your question. I was going to say I wouldn't miss a Google commercial. Like I wouldn't miss.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Google commercial.
Exactly. I
honestly.
wouldn't miss a Google commercial. So.
But if this is the first Google commercial we see, that's pretty cool, I guess.
And I didn't need this commercial to know that Prince was the most searched guitar solo. I could have guessed that one.
Yo, Maul is a rough critic, man.
I'm just saying, man.
Yo,
I don't.
Mamba out, everybody get it.
Yeah,
Google
man. It's
get
that
it.
time, man. Listen, man. It's different now. Shit is different with me. My body different. I'm breathing different. Everything, man.
How will y'all remember Kobe?
Competitor is the first thing that I think of. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so competitive in my life.
You cloud chaser.
That's fine. And how would that be cloud chasing?
I don't know.
That's just the first term that comes to my head ever with Kobe prior to this happening.
I don't know yet. I don't know how I would remember him. I still haven't thought about that. But, I mean, people know how he's my favorite player.
Yeah, mine too.
No, you cloud chaser.
Yeah, I don't know how I would remember him, but
I'll take it.
he was definitely he was fun to watch, and it was 20 years of a lot of incredible basketball.
That funeral has to be held in Staples Center, no?
I would
Absolutely.
imagine.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For sure.
I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, no.
I'm not ready for that. I'm not. You know what? Until his passing, plenty of times I've crumbled up a paper or a paper towel and shot it in the trash and said Kobe, but I thought it was just me doing it.
No, that's a thing.
It's always been a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I didn't know it was like a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, why did that come from Kobe? Why do we all do that?
Who he was and just his name too. Like it's cool.
He was
great to
chucking
see.
it. He was chucking it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he gonna get a
What,
shot.
But he made him.
Wasn't passing Eddie Jones the ball.
I saw Neil Brennan asking if the Chappelle doing it on the skit had an impact on its popularity. When he threw the condom in the NDA skit in the basket. What?
If it did,
Yeah.
I would say very little.
And they did a whole, I don't even remember the sketch of when they were making fun of how everyone does the Kobe thing for that. It's like, why don't we do that with the other things entertainers do? And he was coming out the bushes with a knife, and there's like, OJ.
Oh,
There was a whole sketch on Chappelle's show that was really funny.
While we're
Chappelle won a Grammy actually too.
Yeah,
So
congrats
salute
to
to
him. He wasn't fucking with it, but congrats to him.
Yeah.
he wasn't fucking with the Grammy.
No, he didn't go up
He
for his
wasn't there?
acceptance. I think he was there and just didn't go up to his acceptance speech.
Oh, that's gangster. If I'm sitting down and they call my name and I just continue to sit down,
Yeah.
that's gangster. I like that. like, nah, y'all can have it.
I did see somebody say we're going to take this on his behalf. We're happy to have this on his behalf. And I was
Even though
like-
he's sitting right there. Yeah, I know he's in the front row, but
I was
Y'all can
thinking
take
he does not want y'all to have it on his behalf.
No.
Like, have his people take it.
You can mail it to me.
While we're on basketball, here's my very quick message to the NBA for All-Star Weekend. And I imagine All-Star Weekend to be a mess with the Kobe news. I imagine the rest of the NBA season to be a little atypical with this Kobe news. But my message to the NBA dunk contest during All-Star Weekend, I'm going to make this quick. I follow Ball is Life on Instagram, and I follow a page called Team Flight Brothers. With that said, whoever's in this dunk contest, y'all damn near got to scramble some eggs in the air for me to be impressed. Like the stuff that these kids are doing and creating and making it look easy. I'm sorry, I'm not hype about Dwight Howard in the dunk contest.
I feel you.
I think the dunk contest should be replaced with what Dame Lillard had mentioned a few weeks ago about 1-on-1. Players should
That would be hard.
challenge.
I think that's a good. I think that should be
Challenge.
added. Period. Maybe not in place of the dunk contest. That's just a great idea. Period.
Yeah,
Well, the
that is
dunk
a good idea.
contest is becoming more and more because a lot of players are that stage is too. You know
So
what I mean?
go get these kids that are doing windmill between the legs, jumping
Yeah.
over the backboard,
Let them have that
spinning
platform.
it.
They're
It's
killing
there.
shit.
It's theirs.
Let them have that.
They
platform.
took it.
Yeah.
Or at least let them.
Man,
yeah.
if you go follow these kids are creating dunks and executing them perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if Zach LaVine and Terrence, whatever his name is, ain't gonna get out there and put on a show, then I don't give a fuck about a dunk contest. I don't.
I mean,
That was a great
up
dunk
until
contest.
Zach LaVine, there was kind of that whole thing in the dunk contest where it was just trash.
That was an amazing
Yeah.
dunk contest. That was Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, I believe so.
His first year you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
this
saying
was
there was in between
15 or
that
16.
until he kind of revamped the whole shit, to be honest with you. It was dull for quite some time
But
before
now
he
it's
came
back
in.
to dull a little bit. It
Yeah.
has been the last 2 or 3 years.
I'm seeing a lot of whispers, a lot of Super Bowl whispers saying that NFL experts and executives think that Kansas City is going to smoke the boots off of the Niners.
I said 45-24.
Not when. Smoke their fucking
Who
boots.
said that shit? I don't think it's
A
gonna be
bunch of people.
Yeah, I don't think.
I told y'all.
They're saying that
Chiefs,
that's
45,
the word out there.
wouldn't
None of
be
the
shocked.
none of the NFL people think this is going to be a game,
Chiefs
Oh, no.
45.
and I can't believe it.
The Niners are a good
49ers
defense.
24.
Nah.
Never happening.
I think it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a close game, I should say. I think it'll be a good game too. I think they're both gonna score.
I'm
a lot of
probably
points.
one of the last dudes that have the Niners winning this because we're all on Mahomes. I just think the Niners are going to win.
I can see it though. Defenses typically do win.
And if they don't win, you think they getting ran out the gym?
I don't. Think
No,
that's
I
the
don't
case.
think that at all.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful to
I think
Bosa.
I think Patrick Mahomes is that good.
I have the Chiefs winning, but I don't think they're gonna blow them out.
I think Patrick Mahomes is that good. I do.
I think it's gonna be.
I think he's that good too. But nah, not today.
How did you guys feel about Skip saying Zion is gonna surpass Mahomes? I know they're different sports, Skip, but get what I'm
Pass
saying.
Mahomes and what?
He just said that he'll be better than Patrick Mahomes.
Once I
At basketball, yes. At basketball,
It's like,
yes.
all right, Skip.
be very clear. Once I saw the TV ratings come in from that Pelicans game where he debuted, it was that week, and the TV ratings were like some astronomical shit. I already know what that hype train is about to be about.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Once the TV
It already started.
Once,
But he's been
it
playing well,
started,
though.
and he has been playing well.
playing well.
But once that TV ratings hype train starts, we about to see a whole bunch of shit.
For sure.
Before it's deserved, before he's deserving of it,
Yeah.
it's going to start.
I mean, I
And
want
I'm not mad.
him to have a great career.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
But let's let it happen first.
He got to chill out with the Cinnabons, man. Can't just eat as many Cinnabons.
He in the worst city to try to be on a diet. too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he out there having
Orleans,
gumbo for breakfast.
I don't blame him.
Fat ass.
Could do Atkins. That's still a thing.
Look, Brandon ain't gonna so mad. He is so mad that Zion is back. Can't get my 40 shots a night.
Nah.
Off of this. Oh, over under. Before we leave the Super Bowl, over under on underground money made in Miami at the Super Bowl. Underground money meaning drugs, stripper money, scalper money, underground money.
2 billion.
I ask that every year at the Super Bowl, but I normally ask for the strippers because I know strippers come from out of town to go get that money.
Sure.
And actually, I was just having a conversation with somebody. Like, yo, what you doing after Super Bowl? I was like, yeah, I might go to Starlets. They was like, oh, who you going to see? They're going to be in Miami.
Probably so.
You
Yeah.
gonna be making
It's gonna be empty.
There's no
Empty.
probably about it.
Yeah, no.
They will be in Miami for Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm going over 5 million.
I would have no idea how to gauge that, so I can't.
You're including gambling, right?
I didn't.
If we're including gambling, it's $1 billion.
I don't think that gambling should be underground. Gambling's
but
not legit yet.
It's not underground. Gambling.
But you get your best. You get your
But is
best.
that not legal yet?
yes.
Illegal gambling.
In
You
New
have a better
Jersey,
chance to
in
make
New
money.
Jersey, it's legal. In New Jersey, sports gambling is legal. We were one of the first ones.
It's legal in Vegas.
And a few other places too.
Joe, there will always be illegal gambling, and it'll always be more profitable for both sides.
Well, if gambling is in it, then I'm saying some stupid number that I shouldn't say. But without gambling, I'm just talking about drugs and street money.
Billion.
Millions, tens of millions at the very least.
If I was a stripper, I would drive out there.
Yeah.
I would do it.
From where though? New York.
Yeah.
Driving to Miami from New York.
I did it for the Pump It Up video.
Why? No, but back then that's different. Now you can get a flight to Miami for $50.
Not during Super Bowl.
Yes, you can.
No,
you can't,
Maul.
What?
Yo, shut the
Go
fuck
find
up,
it.
Maul.
Spirit not even giving you that.
Nah, that's when you gotta hit skip lag.
Hit what?
Skip lag. Act like you going
Nah,
to.
Joe, is
can't
too,
skip
Joe,
leg
Joe
day.
is too rich to know what skip lag is.
I have no idea what skip lag is.
Yeah, skip
well,
lag.
I don't want to put it on
know.
blast.
You everybody knows about skip lag. You
I
basically
know,
book
but
a
they're trying to
flight.
dead it.
You
That's
basically book a flight like you're trying to go to another. So say you book a flight to the Bahamas, but you
Okay.
really want to go to Miami. So the layover is in Miami. You just get off the plane in Miami and don't get back on for the fucking layover.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they had a name for that.
No,
And
it's a
why-
website.
It's a website.
But why would you do that? Why would you not just get a flight to Miami?
Well, let's say the
'Cause
Super Bowl is
skip lag
happening
might
and
be
the
cheaper.
prices are inflated, so you get something with a connecting flight.
But
Miami.
they don't boost the layover prices too. Like if you're going to Bahamas and your layovers in Miami,
A layover flight is always cheaper than a direct flight.
Yeah.
oh, I would be the skip lag dude.
It's not as convenient as it sounds.
Yeah.
You be having to move around a little
Yeah.
bit. It's uncomfortable.
There's
If you
def-
get lucky, sometimes you'll catch one that's right to your
Yeah.
destination.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you won't. Like you might have to stop in Charlotte, kick it for a while.
yeah, say what's up to Mike and them.
That sounds like a good way to cheat the system. That might be my second favorite way to cheat the system so far.
Yeah, skip
Well,
lag.
what's your first?
Oh, duh. When you're
Being white?
when you're dying, well, yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
I'm not
profitable.
white.
Pretty profitable.
So my favorite is when you're on Section 8 because your family member is dying and then they die and you still rock out.
And you still have the
Then your girl that you beefing with get mad that you don't want to snitch and now you ain't got the Section 8 no more.
That's a rough snitch.
Sounds like a personal experience.
Everybody I know who got that Section 8 scam off, how they lost it was a girl. Girls take it too far sometimes.
They do.
Don't make me
they don't
lose
know when
my
to stop playing.
$300 rent.
Yeah, like
I don't know when to stop playing.
Yeah, the game is over, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Let's see what else is important. What else is important? Terry Crews, Super Bowl. I picked my Super Bowl. Oh shit! Before we leave basketball, really important Knicks move that nobody is talking about because it doesn't seem to be an important Knicks move. But a few weeks ago, I came in here and I spoke about how the Knicks are just out of touch culturally, and they have hired Steve Stout to be aware of things culturally. I think that's a really big branding move because if Steve Stout can do nothing else, he can brand. And he's normally really in tune with whatever is happening culturally. I bet on Steve Stout to stop the Yorkies racing in Timberland's halftime show that's happening with the Knicks. I expect him to change the persona amongst some young players who don't give a fuck about the Knicks. I do.
I do. Listen, I completely agree. Steve Stout is genius at branding, and I think he'll do a great job in the Garden. I don't think it'll affect anything to do with the Knicks, and I don't think branding is the Knicks' problem. Their owner is the problem. The players don't want to play for their owner. Their owner doesn't give a fuck about getting real players there. How the Garden looks is not the problem right now.
I agree and disagree with everything you just said.
So because they do cooler halftime shows,
the owner definitely cares about getting players there. He spends more money than all the other owners. He's just bad. He's just bad.
So what?
At picking the players. And
so what's Steve Stout?
Wait. And it ain't but so many teams where we get into their problems and go straight to the owner. We do that with the Knicks because it's a branding problem.
And
that is a branding problem.
He's a problem.
Congratulations to Steve. This is some Knicks ass shit to do. Instead of like hiring good basketball people, like now let's get Steve Stout to make the
and you don't
pop.
fucking.
That's funny. I could not disagree with y'all more. The Nets outside of basketball have done all of the branding stuff right.
Yeah, killed it.
And we've seen the effects that it's had in basketball. That's my take. Like they're doing it right. And perception is everything. We're in that business. Basketball is not outside of that.
I'm giving the city of New York more credit to the Nets. The Nets branding is great. The arena looks great, all that. But I think
the arena's made for artists.
You didn't let me finish. Yes, I know it's cooler there. Hove with introducing the Barclays, all that shit. I understand that. But I'm not giving that
they host a cool event
to KD and Kyrie going to not just wanting to play in a major market like New York, just the Knicks having a shitty organization that has nothing to do with branding. It's shitty people. Steve Stout is not going to change the perception of James Dolan.
I agree.
That's why I don't understand. Yeah, you're right. It'll look cooler in there, but it's not going to change anything.
The Nets, I think, this cool shit I'm talking about with the Nets existed long before KD and Kyrie. That's one. I'm not crediting them with that.
No,
or they're coming.
That point was to players coming there. That's why.
I'm ignoring that with that. They could have.
They wanted to play in New York City.
Yeah, I'm not.
I understood why they didn't want to play with the Knicks.
But yes, no.
And it ain't something Steve Stout can change.
I think so.
And that's not a knock to Steve Stout at all. That's a knock to the Knicks organization and what the problems are there. It's not something Steve Stout could even in his greatest day do because it's an ownership problem.
But the ownership isn't leaving. So if you have ownership that's willing to spend money and you have someone who is actually responsible with the brand coming off cool and stop doing all the corny dickhead shit, I think they'll have better results than what we have seen.
The Knicks don't need that.
Shit. I disagree.
The Knicks still sell out every game, damn near.
I see what. Well, no, I see what
Joe's saying the rights sell out. It's tourists.
It certainly can't hurt.
The Knicks are corny.
Can't hurt.
The Knicks are corny. The Knicks are very corny.
And they do a bunch of corny shit.
The Knicks are corny because they're not winning. They don't have a point guard that can shoot the ball. You don't need Steve Stout. You need a point guard that can shoot the fucking ball.
And Maul's correct. Like, we're looking at the wrong needs
Like,
right now.
fuck all of this away from the court shit. You need a point guard and an owner that cares about the fucking team. Period.
Matter of fact, this speaks more to the problems with James Dolan on what he's focusing on.
Check this out. All of y'all are right. I just want to point out.
Like, I've been in the game. They got Clue DJing. I don't care who's DJing. Y'all down 40. Get back. Get a fucking point guard that can shoot a fucking 15-footer.
What's a tiny snake that will attack you?
I'm just saying, man. You know what it is, Joe? I just get tired of all of the bells and whistles with shit. Fuck all that other shit. Get
the
a
Knicks
point guard.
ain't had bells and whistles though.
They don't need it.
They didn't need
Yes,
it.
the fuck they do.
They need a point guard. Will fix. You won't need no
Man,
brand
when
consultant.
Kevin
It'll be
Durant-
very easy to
when
fix all this shit if you get a point guard that can shoot the
when
ball.
Kevin Durant is telling Ebro, listen, let me tell you why the Knicks ain't been cool. Yeah, you do.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you
You
do.
don't need that. The Nets ain't even cool.
The Nets are cool.
The Nets are not
The
cool.
Nets are cool.
The Nets
The
are
Knicks.
cool.
What's cool about the Nets?
Their
The
jerseys.
The colors.
The jerseys, the arena.
The Nets will
their
never
games.
be. Let's be clear. I don't care how bad the Knicks are. The team in New York is and will always be in Madison Square Garden. Bottom line. I don't give a fuck who goes to Brooklyn and plays.
It don't look like that.
It does. It is.
Okay.
The lights are different. When you go to the Garden and go to a game, it's just a whole different vibe. You know that this is it. This is where basketball is at.
I brung this up in passing.
No, but I get it. But I'm just all this trying to bring in influencers and brand consultants. It's like, yo, get a fucking point guard that can shoot the ball.
Nah, they bringing you in next. You gonna influence for them.
I don't want nothing to do with the Knicks, man.
You're not gonna influence?
Shout out to Julius, though. That's my nigga.
See?
That's my guy. Enzo. Play Alonzo Trier. That'll change shit. A guard that can score the ball. Play Alonzo Trier. Watch how fast this shit turn around.
Let Steve know.
Come on, man. Shit is crazy.
All right, I think that's everything. I don't think I have anything else. Steve Stout, the Knicks, Bad Boys, John Bolton, Horny Tweets, Terry Crews,
prayers.
Super Bowl. Oh, the Outsider! Oh my God!
Told you.
What a show!
Yeah, it's a really good show.
That shit's phenomenal.
Oh my God! I'm so angry that I'm caught up on this show.
Yeah, I'm mad I can't keep watching it like now.
That was my biggest issue that I started watching when they were 3 episodes in. I was like, all right, well, now I just want to watch the rest of the series.
Same. Same.
It's a great show.
It is. Really good show.
I want to talk about it, but I can't give it away, so I won't. If you haven't seen it, look at it. This is not an ad. It's about doppelgangers killing people.
Yeah.
When they
Possibly.
Hey, homeboy, the cop dude, the old white cop dude, he on to them.
Oh, yeah.
When he start putting this together, this show's about to take off.
Oh, yeah.
Mo, you didn't watch the show?
No, not yet.
Oh,
You have to.
You got to.
No, you would
Everybody
like
keeps
it.
telling me
Nah,
about it.
you got to watch
Everybody
it.
keeps
That
telling me
shit's
about
fire.
it. That's my dude, right? Jason
Jason
Bateman.
Bateman.
Bateman is
Jason
great.
Bateman is doing it.
My guy.
He directs this as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, shit, that's why he was only really in one.
Whoa,
Rory.
whoa,
Go watch it.
whoa.
Yeah, he had to direct.
Did you guys?
Hey, when they went and locked
Oh,
his ass.
that's the
what's his
the lady
name?
that played on Harriet. I forgot her name. She's up for Oscar.
She's phenomenal. The chick that plays the PI.
I love that weird shit she's on.
She's super dope.
She is so
She's a great
weird.
actress.
I
She
love
was a
it.
presenter
I hope
at the Grammy. She won Mad Award. She's like a what's it called? The EGOT or whatever. When you win all
Tony,
of them, she got all
Golden
them
Globe,
shits.
Oscar. She doesn't have. She has an Oscar.
Maybe not. She had most of them shits.
She has an Emmy.
You know who has
She has
that?
an Emmy and a
Golden
Tony
Globe.
and a Golden Globe.
Source Award.
Gotcha.
Also, let's shout out to Kobe Bryant, Oscar and Emmy Award winner.
Yeah.
True indeed.
That should not go unsaid.
Absolutely.
Kobe was really about to body this content game. I'm so mad that I'm not gonna get the detailed shit anymore.
Yeah.
You said the detailed shit.
Yeah, the,
No,
shit,
his
he, the
show.
shit he did.
Oh, ESPN.
We used to break down the plays.
Yeah.
Like I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
But I'm just thankful that I got to listen. I say all the time on here, or maybe not nearly enough, that I just be grateful that to watch history be made and to watch greatness. And I'm fortunate that in my lifetime I've been privy to a lot of greatness. Kobe being in there, Mike being in there, Tiger being in there, LeBron being in there, Serena being in there. Fucking like just greatness, man.
Yeah, I love when I was born because I got a chance to experience the world without cell phones, internet.
Yeah, but
all
we
of
ain't,
that,
we
and
ain't get
then now.
but we ain't get Quaaludes.
That's something
That's
like
the
it, though.
only problem with. No, we didn't. They
Molly-
better
Molly's
not.
for
Have,
keeps.
they better not have gave us something like Quaaludes.
Something like Quaaludes.
We would turn this shit amok.
My dad speaks very highly of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Molly didn't do that.
It was close.
Molly is the worst
Molly
drug
was some-
ever.
It was a wild time.
I did that shit
Molly.
one time and I never looked back.
Yeah.
No, you did it. You did it more than once.
No, I did not.
I'm telling you.
No, how you telling me what I did? I did it one time.
Y'all were
Because I
doing-
gave it to you.
No, you didn't. I took one pill from you my entire life.
To your knowledge.
I took one pill from you, from your hands,
I mean, allegedly.
in my entire life.
I allegedly
You're not
spiked
supposed to
your
drug
shit.
your friends.
Y'all were doing Molly.
I spent the whole summer trying to drug anybody that came to that
Y'all were
house.
doing Molly. like,
Allegedly.
the fake Molly days. The old Molly days.
Who?
Oh, you had the good
Who?
Molly. You had the real Molly.
Who?
Whatever Molly that was I had, that shit didn't make, my dick wasn't working. And I was like, I'm never taking this again.
Oh, you took the wrong Molly.
Yeah, it might have been a fake Molly. Well, the other
it was
Molly. No, but they started like manufacturing Molly. Like the old Molly was like that shit was crazy.
Nah, you knew.
If you walk around smiling ear to ear for like 6 hours, that was a good Molly.
The good Molly's when I start rubbing bitches' eyebrows.
Edit points.
Damn, look at that hair right above your eye.
I got some shrooms. I'm gonna try some shrooms.
Woo! Bring him here.
Yeah, I got some shrooms.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Oh, I would love to do shrooms
Park's
with Maul.
dying to do a shroom.
What?
Hey, wasn't
I
we
love
supposed to do? Wasn't y'all supposed to do a shroom on
cast?
air?
I'll do a
Yeah,
shroom.
so
I'm
I
still down to do a shroom cast.
I'll do it right the fuck now.
Yeah, I bought some.
Well, I'm tired. Next episode,
Next
I'm
episode.
down to do a shroom cast.
You could do a shroom when you're engaged because your fiance should hold you down. shit start getting rough. When you're single, it's certain shit you can't do because there's nobody here to protect you. Like you can't just have a wild night. Then it's like you're on your own.
Nah, you can. Shrooms aren't that wild.
It depends on how much you take.
Well, that's true.
Y'all ever took Special K?
No.
No.
A very small dose one time, not enough to get high.
I do weed. I did Molly once, and that's it.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Cool.
I might stop fucking with Italian chicks after that Special K chick.
Special.
Like,
K.
hey, what's that? Oh, it's just horse tranquilizer. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a human. I'm a
I know. That's why I get you fucked up.
I'm a boy.
I'm a boy.
Nah, a bunch of my friends were doing that shit one night, man. Maybe a couple nights. That shit wrecked everyone that did it.
I just don't
So I tried
understand
a
how
little bit.
people take certain shit, man. It's just like, what are you trying to accomplish?
Trying to escape our lives.
Yeah.
Life
hell are
is
you
not
talking
that
about?
bad, man. I promise you it's not.
I'm also ignorant.
It's not, though.
You can't tell me
Man,
that.
life is not
You
that.
can't tell me my life isn't bad.
You know what's funny? Every time you see somebody that's like turns out to be like this wild kid, and you go to like their upbringing, you ever like look at the home and like
Should be
where
cool.
It'd be mad state. Well, they're trying to
and not
escape the
saying that
stableness.
crazy shit can't go on inside of a nice neighborhood, but it's like, fam, do you want to see where I'm from? Like, I've never done weed. That's it. Like, how are you into all of this shit?
So you never done shrooms?
Never.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
It's just like super weed, kind of.
Yeah.
Like
that's
super
what I've been
duper
told.
weed.
Look at Rory and J. Cole back in the day.
It's not J. Cole.
Yes, it is.
Nah, that's Savion Glover.
Yeah, you're right.
Y'all
You
were
want-
tap dancing?
No, it's Rory and his Iverson.
You want to
jersey.
know a fun fact? Actually, that is, you guys remember the Macy Gray video? What was her big
No.
hit?
I don't know.
I tried to walk away, but I
Yeah,
stumbled
yeah.
and shit. Go back to that video.
Oh, that was the shit.
that little kid on the bus that keeps popping up.
That was him.
That was him.
That was your man?
That was my man.
He was managing him.
From the Bronx too, Mo.
See? Look how it come back all the time.
Nah, for real. You know
what I'm saying?
Rap Peter Guns, right?
Lord Tariq, he was there.
Yeah.
Now, if it wasn't for the Bronx.
That's true. Some things are facts, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
There's an alternating version of how hip hop started in LA, by the way.
Oh, see, here we go. They
just
always try to
telling-
alternate.
I'm just telling y'all.
They
that
always
there's
try to
another-
alternate. What's the
there's another
alternate version? What is it?
I'm not acknowledging. I'm from New
Oh,
York.
okay.
What the fuck are you talking about? But nah, they say
this video.
hip hop. They say hip hop started
That's my man
on
Kyrie right
Sedgwick in '78. There's another story that says it started in LA in '74. That's all I know.
What was the name of the rapper?
Fam.
We got. I mean, if you're gonna say that, what's the name of the rapper? What was the song? Where was the party at? Like,
Well, I'm from New York.
yeah.
City.
But if they're gonna say, if you heard that, you didn't ask questions.
I did, but I wasn't accepting of it. What they were saying.
I did watch the rest of hip hop shit. Hip Hop Evolution. Is that what it called? It was great.
Isn't it great?
It's great. Yeah.
I gotta watch that too.
No, it's great. They did a great job.
I have a lot of catching up to do. I didn't watch Power, didn't watch Curb, didn't watch Love and Hip Hop. I didn't watch anything.
Yeah, I couldn't watch shit.
I gotta catch up on Curb.
And Love and Hip Hop, you got to catch up on.
That's true.
Damn, my nigga cold, man. Yep.
Oh, I thought you was looking at something.
Nah, just thinking, man. That's all.
What, man? How will you live now that he is not here?
I read a quote from him about just every day, just going hard every single day, like no matter what. Because there's people that wish they could do what you have the ability to do or the opportunity to do. That I think I need to read that. I need to put that in my phone and read that every day.
Okay.
Because Kobe had a lot of shit going on, and for somebody of his stature to have their hands in so much shit, and after a 20-year career is like, that's motivating. That lets you know, like, shit, I ain't doing enough.
Right.
I got to do more.
Yeah, I just want to thank Kobe for everything, man. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the shots. Thanks for the games. Thanks for how you lived. Thanks for your mentality and how you just went about business. It's impacted me. It's stuck with me. And I'm just eternally grateful, man. That's all I got for Cole.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. I love you.
I want to send love to the family, friends, fans,
Yes, absolutely.
teammates,
Absolutely.
business partners, everyone.
L.A., Philly,
Yeah.
sports,
Word.
And anybody,
content creators.
right?
Yeah.
Anybody that was affected by this,
Yeah.
like, prayers to you.
Shit, the world.
Yeah,
Life is fragile.
very.
Life is fragile. Let's do the most with our time here. Kobe certainly did the most with his. I like Parks pandering. You don't see Parks give y'all a translation?
How is that pandering? It's a song in Spanish. Most of our listeners are probably not Spanish speaking people.
Killing Joe.
And it was beautiful lyrics about
Killing Joe.
beautiful lyrics about Kobe and his daughter, so I wanted to say them.
Right, fine. Jesus, man. You guys are tough.
You know Joe hate what he don't understand.
Right.
What I hate?
What you don't understand. And then once you understand,
Hey,
you're like,
hey.
I love it.
Right.
Look,
Hey,
look
what
at
he
Rory
can't
about to fuck up
conquer.
the line.
That's just a theory of man.
Theory of man. Give him the theories of men. Oh, Rory?
That's what Nas said and hate me now.
Hey, what you don't understand?
Yeah. You started the ball, I just finished it.
I'm going to give Rory the theories of man next time his TSA pre-check don't work.
Rory hate that shit.
Yeah, I'm going to give him all the theories of man.
Guys, I would appreciate if you didn't bring up past
Rory
memories.
be so peeved.
You be ready to tear that airport up.
But nobody catches it but us. Why it's only me and you that see it?
That nigga be tight. Rory be tight with that.
Yo, shout out to Newark Airport for finally getting clear, man.
Yeah, I got to use it for the first time.
Was it helpful?
Yeah.
Should have been, because on the low, Saturday flying out of Newark, like they be flying out of there.
Friday, too, was rough.
Well,
But you rich, so you don't have to go downstairs and then go up the escalator again.
I'm not rich, and I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do have to do those things.
Whoever designed Newark Airport is an idiot.
Kobe! What?
It didn't look like that. I promise you. It didn't look nothing like that.
That's what I got from Kobe. I got my shake move from Kobe. You know what I mean? Niggas about to start lying on Kobe.
Yo, Kobe showed me how to footwork.
Yeah.
Kobe
Nah,
never said anything to
your
me.
feet don't look nothing like that,
Yeah,
buddy.
cut it out.
Knock it off. Rest in peace to one of the greatest NBA players we've ever seen. Rest in peace to an amazing man, rapper, Emmy Award winner, Oscar winner, All-Star, Olympic gold medalist. Just shout out to Cole, man. We love you. We miss you. Having to do these pods are always disturbing. They're always difficult for me. I never quite know how they're going to turn out, but the important part is we speaking from the heart about somebody that we really fuck with, man.
Yeah.
This one hurts. This hurts. But I'm starting 2020 over in February.
Okay.
Yeah, because nah. Thank you, Kobe. Rest in peace to
everyone who lost their life in that tragic, fatal helicopter accident in L.A. Shout out to our listeners. Shout out to our audience, our fans, our family. Shout out to y'all. I think sometimes we take for granted leaving and being able to return. I think sometimes we take for granted just some of the small things that we do in life, and it takes death for us to focus on them. And maybe that's a horrible thing. Maybe that should just be the focus at all times. But as humans, we need reminders. Unfortunately, this is not the way that I wanted to be reminded. I'm sure God has a plan. What it is, I don't know. But one thing's for certain, Kobe up there busting ass.
I saw a meme of him shooting hoops into the little angel halos.
Yeah.
Like, yo, the new guy's annoying as hell or something like that.
The new guy's annoying. Hey,
I got a kick out
how
of that.
come he got to get in here with a ball? Nigga, because he scored 81.
Yeah.
What the fuck have you done?
He's busting Will Chamberlain's ass right now.
Oh, is Will even... let me not do that. Let me not do that. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, Christina Mauser, John Outerbelly, Carrie Outerbelly, Alyssa Outerbelly, and Ara Zobayan, all of their family, friends, loved ones. We out of here, man. We out of here. This was tough, but we made it through. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, adios, farewell, bid you adieu, goodbye, arrivederci, so long, goodbye, peace, 100. Talk to you later. Again, thank you, God. Just thank you, God. Thank you.